Right, hello again. Um, we've not got the microphone, so it's not as clear as I like it to be, but we dealt with it for all those years before I had a microphone, which has only been, what, the last year, so I'm sure we can deal with it. Don't know if it's even been a year. Right, so that card came out again, by the way, when I just shuffled to see what to title this. The Unseen. So no wonder when I opened these that I saw that was going to come out because it's now come out twice. The unseen, too much is hidden from you. So remember, that is what Pisces full moon's about. Bringing what's in the shadows out into the open. It doesn't always need to be as, I don't know, shady is what I make that sound, but it can be too. That's why it's a house of hidden enemies. But it's just the house of hidden full stop. But it is my favourite house, because if there weren't people like me and all the other people that are able to do this too, we wouldn't be able to get a heads up. So you've got to kind of look at it that way too. That's me doing my Sag Moon thing. Right, so I pulled out some words, and this is also very Virgo season. Openness, integrity, discernment, the unseen. So I'm just going to see what that looks like on the. That's quite an awkward way to hold the cards. Um, because discernment and integrity are two words that I associate with Virgo, along with all the ones I spoke about in the one before. And so I feel it's like, yeah, that might be all right actually. So I feel it, although it was really awkward the way I'm holding the cards. It's like, when you can approach whatever the hidden stuff has been with, wait a minute, I'm just getting really paranoid that there's no reason why people shouldn't be able to hear me, but yeah, there we go. Um, yeah, when you approach the hidden stuff, like basically stuff, because that's the thing, when you don't shed light on what is hidden, or I feel the way this is going to go, when you keep all your feelings to yourself, it leaves way too much room for the other person's mind to run wild with what the reasons might be. And in some cases, like you said, with those of you that are very in touch with your intuition, you can be right on the money. But in other cases, maybe not so much. And it's like, you could have told yourself, oh, the worst case scenarios, which is not going to be very nice if you're the person that's done that to yourself. Um, and actually, when I'm saying this, this is for divine feminine or divine masculine, because you'll have both done the same thing. Um, but it's also not very nice if you've left somebody in the dark about something as well. So, but it's important to remember it's not like people don't always do this on purpose. Although I can think of some scenarios where some people do that on purpose. Let's get real. Like some people do purposely leave people in the dark to make them wonder, and that's cruel. So, forgive yourself if you've done that, but you've probably, you've either done it or you've been around it, and it's just something that fucking human beings do. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just fucking learned behavior, fucking punishing people with silence and all that. That's a very Pisces shadow thing, actually. And I say this all the time, but like that's dangerous, There's a difference between setting boundaries and cutting people off and not talking to them because you actually don't have any intentions of talking to them again, right? That's probably when you've been pushed too far and you've set a boundary and yeah, you don't want to talk to them again, right? That's setting boundaries, healthy boundaries, because you've probably been pushed that far. Um, Opposed to if you like are more calculated about it and you stay quiet and you have every intention of talking to this person again further down the line, that's actually abusive. So again, it's a very Pisces 12th house is complicated, so it is a complicated one to pick apart. But that's why it is good to kind of, be wary of who you've got around you, and who are the hidden enemies, because sometimes they're very close to home, and who are you easily manipulated by, and basically who can you trust? Like I feel that's why that's coming out about who's of integrity. Like, can you discern who is integrity around you? Like, because if there's even the slightest bit of doubt in your mind that somebody could fuck you over, um, which again, some of us are just like that, full stop. There's always a little bit of that. That might just be my Scorpio rising talking, but I think it's wisdom as well. But it's like, just because of that awareness, when you've done that deep shadow integration, but the thing is, notice I'm not saying that a lot of the time, like, well, and again, remember, this is totally talking from this full moon being conjunct my black moon Lilith. It's like, I can see it and I can feel with all my clairs, people's shadow. But that doesn't stop me from being open and raw and real and helping people. And remember, I'm channeling this in an Aries moon right now too. Um, but not everybody would do that. Like a lot of people would be like, I'm not trusting them. Like they're gonna fuck me over or they're gonna do this or that. And it's like that's not again, I have unique methods and I've got my own soul's journey and um because I do help people, face that part of them that they're maybe not so proud of. And maybe you might have manipulated others in the past, or because others have manipulated you or all this kind of shadowy stuff. But that's what I like being able to unpack with people about where that came from. And then if you kind of don't want to act like that now, because you just it's I think okay, I remember when I do it, I'm just like totally. That's what I love about mediumship money. Mediumship money. Something might be about money for someone. Someone again. Have I got any money cards? Why did? Because that. Do you know what's that's meaningful? Because I nearly wrote. That's so weird. I said mediumship money, because I do this every Monday for years, and I don't ever remember saying that. I nearly wrote mediumship money in the title too. How weird is that? I truly nearly wrote that in the title too. So it's like, is somebody healing from some kind of financial abuse or something? I don't know how that's going to fit in with this. We'll see how it fits in, but it is strange because I swear to God, I nearly wrote mediumship money. Maybe it's because I was writing paid personal after. I'm not going to analyze that too much, but it means something. But anyway, so because I don't always write paid personal, but it's just I thought like, oh, if people want to come, if they are wanting a personal message and stuff. But yeah, yeah, I don't know. Right, so anyway, I just want to check these were all here. Let's get a Black Moon Lilith card because I seem to be, I knew that was going to happen because it's conjunct mine, so I think this is going to be some deep shadow work. Um, but yeah, I feel really what first come to me because I picked that card, right? So if you haven't watched the other live stream and you've just joined this one, right? Watch the other one. I'm loving the laughy faces. It's You don't need to, you can watch the other one after this, but I'll just quickly recap. Too much is hidden from you, right? And so I'd shared at the end of the last one. When I got these today, I looked through them and I thought that's going to come out because that's the energy of this full moon, and it's came out for the feminine, and it's come out for the overall energy for when I came to do this. So it's just there's a lot coming to light that was hidden from you. So whether it's like, information, you're being unveiled to your own twin flame that there was illusion around what you were in some cases, or for other people, it's like karmic people around the masculine are being unveiled, for what they're really up to, it's going to be different for different people, right? But I feel when we strip it right back, I feel this is whatever confusion, illusion has been caused by the masculines hiding back their real feelings. Openness is going to clear that up. Like being of integrity, which by the way is one of my favorite words. That's why one of the levels is it actually? It's one of the levels, integrity warriors. I don't know if I did actually know. I think I've just got Soul Fam Wolfpack. That was what the third level. That was what one of my memberships was called. But anyway, we are integrity warriors anyway. But yeah, discernment. It's like the feminines are going to be discerning what's true and what isn't, and the masculines are guided to go to the feminine with integrity and openness. You know, and that it clears. It sounds really simple, but that clears up like all this kind of hidden Because that just keeps coming through that like when you are keeping so much in the shadows, you can have people thinking the worst of you, and you're not really doing yourself any favors by prolonging that. Whoever needs to hear that. And like I always say, if you are still in the midst of your healing, keep healing, and only you're going to know where you're at. But I like the way you move. I don't think it is that song, but that's what it reminded me of. Somebody likes the way you move. But I don't think it is that song. I might change it. I don't even fucking know what channel it's on. Let's change the channel. See, maybe you need to change the channel. You need to change things up in your life. Right, let's get a Black Moon Lilith card. What else do I need to do? Oh yeah, I need to put the thing in. Wait a minute. So, if people want a 30-minute message, obviously we'll be sitting here forever, but I'm only joking, you can have that, and I'll put the deets in for that. Or if you want a wee 15-minute one, and you can use the Ko-fi link, and if you click that, it'll take you to tip, press tip, and you pick the amount of the time that you wanted. Or you can just donate with the dollar button and just donate whatever you want to, and I'll pull you like a few cards, and yeah, and that's really all we've got space for. Yeah. And yeah, I'm just stressing that I've usually always got that option unless I didn't have loads of energy. And with this being in the full moon eclipse energy, it will be really strong clearing energy that comes through. So I'm just warning you now, you'll feel it. You might not. Some people feel it in the moment, that energy hitting you, but um, you'll definitely feel it tomorrow. Like you'll have some kind of mindset shift or something like that, because that's always what I aim to do. But really, even when yeah, that's what they do through me basically, and I could just tell. It's probably going to be things to do with the shadow with these cards. So anyway, I'll improvise with whoever, if anyone books it at all. But if not, I'll just tune in with whatever's flooding through. But I better set an alarm because I have got to get up like really early. Um, oh my god, I just saw my alarm. Wait a minute. Oh shit, yeah, I better try and fucking hell, really think this one through. Um. I'm hungry now too. Um, I'll set the alarm for. I'm going to set the alarm for half an hour. That's highly unlikely. I'm going to be off here in half an hour, to be honest. I mean, be honest, like, as much as you see, that's like, see what you're seeing me do now, right? That's me trying to break it down logically, and it's kind of like, I think realistically, I'm just going to be tired. That's all right. With what I've got to do tomorrow, it's fine. Yeah, I'll tell you after. It's all right. I'm not going to get to sleep anyway. It's fine. I'll put this on and that can just, yeah. Anyway, somebody can just be like, Remember, Claire, you said you had to be up early. Glad you mentioned getting up early. Knew there was a reason I hadn't sent a mammoth reply earlier today. You'd never get to bed. All right, one of those long emails. Yes, maybe. Um, well, you can send it whenever and then I'll read it on Wednesday. Um, right. So, what have we got? Let's get a Lilith card. Let's see if Black Moon Lilith comes out in Scorpio, that's where it is. And if Black Moon Lilith in Pisces comes out, that's where it's hitting mine. So I don't know if any of yous have got that, but if yous have got that, you'll be super psychic too. That's not the reason why I'm like that, but it's one of them. Right. Ooh, ooh. It's even more mystical than that. We've got the nodes of the moon, and it's that word again, release. Release, clear, and align. And this is a North Node eclipse because full moons are about endings, and like I keep saying, Pisces. Oh, I said that was the last time I was going to say it, and I'll say it again. No, I think that was the subconscious bit, but yeah, full moons are always about the ending, at the end of something. It's not always a bad ending. It can be like, a happy ending, like especially because Pisces is romantic. It could be like a romantic happy ending, like me catching the end of, Sex in the City. It's, they've teased it out for years and you're getting to see her get her man kind of thing. Change the genders were relevant. But especially because it just pulled me to the wee card that my niece drew me that says I love you. Um, but like with it being a North Node, it's extra mystical, magical. It's fated, it's destined, it was always meant to be. And you're being magically, mystically led to it with all the signs. To the point where you could be, you could have been someone that completely always followed your logical, analytical path. And now you're like, I'm having all these dreams, I'm having all these flashes of the future. I feel like I'm getting insight, downloads in my dreams if you're somebody that knows what that means, or your person knows what that means. Not everyone does know what that means. Um, it's not going to be many people tuning in here, like, but just saying, like, yeah, that's going on. That's really actually quite, when I'm thinking about that, that's actually quite nuts, because that's like, I mean, actually, I totally hadn't thought about that. So yeah, that means the North Node is actually conjunct my Hmm. Blackmail Lilith. Right. Okay. Sorry. I'll look at that later for myself. But yeah. So I'd actually say that's actually there's maybe actually some fated and destined moments for my career. With that being a big part in me being, I don't like being called a psychic because I'm a shaman and I'm everyone's psychic. I do loads of things, but you know what I mean. It's like there's something destined to happen in my career. I would say. Look, Uranus, and it could come out the blue, right? I'm calling it now. One of the videos is going to go viral, but viral isn't as exciting as what it used to be. It is a little bit exciting when I see a shorts has got like over 1,000 or something because I don't, I never get that. But it's like it could be something a wee bit more. Yeah, there might be something like that. I did see something in my chart. There might be something like that next week. I don't know. Yeah, out of the blue though. It'll come out of the blue. So anyway, sorry, I'm just reading myself in front of you. Right, okay, so what are we gonna do? Where's oh my God. Oh. See, this necklace likes to do that. But it often does it when I'm in a really awkward place. Like it fell on the beach when me and my friend, she watches here as well. Um, it fell on the beach. It fell off on the beach. Like chances of finding that in the sand, right? And I saw it right as it fell. But usually when that happens, right, usually when it falls off, I've always knew when I put it on in the morning that's going to fall off, but I'm going to see it I'm going to know when it falls off. I didn't have that today. So that's kind of interesting the way that they're telling me that. I didn't have that thought today that that's going to fall off. So something's going to happen that you don't see coming. Obviously, it's not that dramatic because I'm sitting on the couch, but it is. It would be gutting if this fell off and I lost it. I would be really upset because this is actually from that very old bookshop in London. I always get mixed up with my dyslexia. It's either Waterstones or I think that. Wait a minute, can I start again? Waterstones is like the. That's really funny. I think it's Watkins. I normally don't say Watersons, so can we just forget that I said that bit? Watersons is another famous bookshop that's like, very kind of just everywhere. Isn't it? Yeah, isn't it? It's too many W's, guys. That's not good for people with dyslexia. Um, Watkins or Watsons, but I think it's Watkins. I think it's Watkins. Anyway, if you're in London, you'll know what I mean, or if you, anyway, but even if you're not in London, but yeah, it's a really old bookshop that's got like loads of, mystical books and like crystals and so if you are in like, if you're in ever in London, like go and check it out because it's really cool. I think they have people that read cards and that. I never got my card read because I was in a hurry, but like I did stop to get myself this. And yeah, anyway, they've got cards and stuff like that too. But Yes. Um, but yeah, something's going to happen. So that's not a coincidence. That I was just saying that something's going to happen out of the blue. I feel for me, and it's fated, and something's going to happen. To that, but that part is for some of yous as well. Like you're not going to see something happening, and it could be about a union because that's the ankh, masculine and feminine energy. Oh, that's really wait a minute. I think I want that for the thumbnail. What did I? Let's use that and that. Something's coming that you don't see. Oh, fuck, I don't want to be one of those people. Because actually, the message on one of the other lives that I gave was actually, you do see this coming. Like, you know this is coming. So, but yeah, I can't help. The message is like, you don't see this coming. Some people don't see it coming, some people do. So it's fated and it's hidden, but it's soon going to be revealed. And it doesn't feel like a bad thing. For once, actually. This doesn't feel like a bad thing. I don't know why, but we won't question it. Where are the bits of fucking paper? Where have I put them? Alright, they're just wanting to leave it completely open. I've already spoke about channeled astrology, and that's the only wee bit of paper I can find. Right, so um dreams have definitely been nuts recently. The speed my daily life into goes into my dreams is mind blowing. So interesting how it will guide my actions the following day if I have dreams about what's happened at. Yeah, no, totally. And that's got to do with some of your personal planets in the 12th house too. Like you really need to trust your intuition. Do you know what I mean? Like you'll be knowing. Um and yes, so if some of you are resonating with what I'm saying in the corner too, it's probably because you've got some personal planets there as well. Right, so let's just fuck about and just, fuck about meaning I'll just pull loads of cards. So let's see, what have we got? What's coming out here? And I'll just go with whatever. Oh, fucking hell. So I'll just build a wee story, a true story I might add of what might come out for it. So what I've got here is somebody is feeling like they missed an opportunity. Um This feels right. So again, this is going to be either one of yous or it's your twin flame. Somebody is either has in the past or they're feeling now like they've missed an opportunity. But it's like the reason why I keep stopping is because I feel this is somebody currently going in between. Is it a missed opportunity or can I still succeed and believe that I could succeed with this? So that's and so like can this still be a victory? Like someone's going in and out of is it too late, is it not? And which kind of feels like the energy of the Pisces full moon, because Pisces is victim mode. It would be like it's too late, there's a missed opportunity. I'm just gonna have to stay in this discontent and bored feeling in the life that I've chose in this timeline. Fuck, that's really depressing. But that's what I'm channeling, right? Or do I choose to believe in prayer and having my prayers answered and miracles? And just like what Connor's saying, like, that if that's happening to you and you're a divine masculine, if you're having dreams and they're more nuts than usual and it's mind blowing, and then you're taking the actions following your dreams, then you know what I mean? That means that's happening to other masculines, male and females as well. It's like, yeah, it's flipping in and out of I either stick with what I've chose or I can change this and make it a victory with whatever area of life that is about, but that's what's coming through. So let's now get a wee word. So let's get a word. So whether this is about you personally or whether this is about you and your person, whoever you are in this equation, because this will be for lots of different people. And I'll just go when I look away and I'm zoning out, I'm just going into the zone. So let's get a message let's get a word for the feminine. So this can be your feelings and you, whoever you are, or this can be your person. It's both, basically. What have we got? A word? Presence. So either you are being very present in the moment as the feminine, and it's helping your masculine to be more present, especially the people that resonate with you're flipping in and out of, is this a missed opportunity? Or have I still got, like, is God going to hear my prayers? And is a miracle going to come about where there's a victory turnaround? And if this is within you, then you're being guided to be more present in your daily life, not rushing through and floating off too much in the future and dwelling too much in the past. Like, be present because the power is in the present moment. Right, masculine. Oh my God. Run to you's just come on. I wanna run to you. Hoo, hoo. Can you stop giving me songs that I can't fucking sing? Yeah, so again, the thing is, right, this is so weird. So remember, I sang that whatever, however many days ago now, and then the next day was it, or 2 days later, I've caught the body card, like, and which has got that song in it. So, that can be they could be trying to tell us right now as well that that is well, it's like what you're saying in the chat there too. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's not me having a dream, but it's a wakened dream because like I always say, I'm very much in a, that kind of state, arguably all the fucking time. But like it's but it's like, I could definitely go deeper into it without even trying. But it's like um I've channeled that song and then it's been in my physical reality because the film's come on. And now it has come on again. And remember, they made me change the channel. So that's kind of interesting too. But how I'm getting, so it's definitely picking up on this theme of some of you are having a flash of the future and then it's actually coming into your physical reality. Like it's proven to you you're not crazy kind of thing. Like you are clairvoyant. Um, which is more important if you have had people gaslight your whole life around you, which I feel is the case for a lot of people, or if you're just not that used to this. But if you are used to it, then it's just happens all the time. But so I'm speaking to two different people here. But like, um, but I also feel I feel they're saying that this could be like really, really real time stuff that's happening to people, confirmed by what you're saying in the chat there, that that's tying up with what's happening to you. But also just, yeah, that's what I'm getting with that song. First I've sang it, then the film's come on, and now the song's on. But also it's just the fact that that is in the collective, that someone wants to run to you, and whatever all the other words are. Because bearing in mind, that's kind of interesting with what I just channeled in the last live stream, that scene is actually played when he is watching her on the telly. Like, so it is that kind of feeling of somebody, it's not enough now for somebody to watch you through the screen. Whether that is that you work in the public or they're like creeping on your social media, like your personal stuff. Do you know what I mean? Whatever that's all about. But it's like, because then we've got the word play for the masculine. So do you know what I mean? And how interesting is this, by the way? Right? By the way, always by the way. So the feminine is in some kind of victory energy. You're being very present. You could actually be, this is kind of interesting too, because you could actually be in the spotlight for something. Like you could be doing quite well at something and someone's seeing you do quite well at something. Or you've got some sort of presence, a presence on social media, or like you're shining in some sort of area, right? Because that's what these cards mean. And then I'm putting the word play on basically bored, discontent and bored. Like so the masculine's like, I'm fucking bored, I want to play. Like I want to be part of that. Part of your world. That's so funny. I've just been using the mermaid cards because it is kind of given. Little Mermaid. I want to be where the New Earth people are. I want to be where there's no toxicity. That was quite funny. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's never mind Ariel singing Eric. It's like Eric being like, I don't like it here anymore. It's not fun. I'm discontent and I'm bored. I want to be abundance. And it's like, oh, hang on a minute. I've realized. And now the song, this is how we do it. This is how we do it. Yes, it's 90s. But it's like, look, abundance. Ah, I've realized my abundance lies with my divine feminine. When I am in touch with my feelings, and I take action aligned with my feelings, also mirroring up with the chat, I find I'm not discontent and bored anymore, and it's not a missed opportunity. And I know this because I've taken the time to go into hermit mode and clear away all the karmic energy, the noise of other people. And now I'm able to trust myself and take a leap of faith. This is how we do it. Yeah, look, the fool. So this is very much, this feels like some of the masculines on the precipice. It reminds me of that thing I always connect with mediumship actually, but come to the edge. I'm scared. Come to the edge. Come to the edge. He pushed them and they flew. Like someone's on the precipice of taking a leap of faith into a new life, into a higher timeline, after taking some time to go inwards. Hmm. Right, what else? And open up. Yeah. So look, this is the Four of Pentacles too. So this is, I think that's what that's got to do with the very first card. There's stuff that's hidden from you, and what's hidden is people's feelings. And in some cases, some people's feelings could have even been stuffed down, hidden from themselves for quite a while. I don't know about the word hidden, but you know what I mean? Whatever you want to say, like they successfully stuffed the feelings away and hid them and just kept them decompartmentalized to the dream world and the fantasy. And now it's like everything's merging. That's the only way I can describe it. Someone wants to open up. Somebody that previously held back wants to open up. Changed their focus. Yeah, look, and also what's really weird is this is actually the Five of Cups. Honestly, it takes me a minute with the tarot anyway, but it takes me fucking a lot of time with this deck because it's like an oracle slash tarot. But that is the Five of Cups, so it's like that's sadness, loss, grief, depression. Someone's been in a place of sadness for a very long time, but that's actually what's opened their heart or your heart to what you really want, and that's this person's changing their focus. And change your mind, change your life. Like you can heal your life. All these kind of sayings, Louise Hay and whoever else, all these kind of, you know, somebody's changing their beliefs and their attitudes and their mindset and whatever their focus was on before, or whatever your was on before, it feels very different. And this is definitely somebody that wants to be recognized and maybe even rewarded, whatever that means, but like for the hard work that they've put in to change this. And I feel this is somebody that also wants to be able, if you're the feminine, I feel this is somebody that wants to be able to recognize you in their life. So it feels like, this is people that have not, yeah, look, a tower, and this could come about in a very shocking, unexpected way. So sorry to be one of those people adding to that, but it is like, this is unexpected energy. It's like, I think the big shock is like the change in this person who has now successfully stood their ground and pushed through the blocks. Yeah, and it's come up again. Someone is coming forward after a time of sadness of being away from you to share the love. That's the Three of Cups. Look, someone's coming forward to share the love. That's very Pisces. After being trapped in fear. So this is definitely a group of masculines that have been trapped in overthinking, basically victim, like I don't like, sorry, that sounds brutal when I say victim mode. We can all go into victim mode at times, guys. We just can, right? Some of you might have been there over the weekend with the Pisces filming, but it's like victim, yeah, just basically, yeah, victim mode, victim mentality, like, it's too late. I can never fix this. Like, there's absolutely no way I can change this. I can never turn it around. Um, but this is that. The good news is like whoever this is currently coming out of that, have come out of it, or they will come out of it to share the love. And a lot of it, love abounds, because that's Ace of Cups. So whoever it is that's been around, now I'm saying you, but I don't know who I'm talking to, so that's just the way I need to channel it. Like if someone has held their love back for a long time, this is somebody coming out of the woodwork to share those feelings. So I think we need this deck. 'Cause this often comes out with stuff like that. Right, so I feel like you're on the other side of my every breath. I want to contact our mutual friends to ask about you. I always don't get a good feeling with that card because it's like that can be people that do more harm than good. Not always, but that's what comes out. That's what springs to mind. My memories of you haunt me, and or that could have been what's happened in the past, actually, because that is my sign for that. Because there wasn't too much of that that came out in the last one, so it's I think it's following on from that. That it's like maybe that's happened in the past. That someone's been like, do they ever mention me? Do you know how they feel? And like people have been like, oh no, you know, last time I saw them, they certainly weren't talking about you. I think they got over you a long time ago. Do you know what I mean? It's like stuff like that. My memories of you haunt me and keep me thinking about what could have been. Yeah, so it's very much kind of victim mentality, but it feels like somebody's coming out of it, or they're gonna. I still have dreams again about you and our happy times together. Yeah, so it's like someone is going in and out of that. So like, so let's get an advice card for whoever's resonating with that. If you are the person, um, from this deck. And again, remember it was with that, look, you're being guided to follow your own path. But I think it ties in with me singing Whitney Houston, I wanna run to you. Ooh, ooh. Begin to explore, there's that card again. Right. Didn't realise it was meant to be anything special till I heard you say it was being called a blood moon. Then I went out and said it to someone and they said it was meant to be a blue moon. Yeah, no, the blue, right. So the blue moon is when there's two full moons. Don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure the blue moon is when there's two full moons in the 1 month. But I can kind of see where they were going with that, right? That's funny though. I can just imagine something. The um, what was that? I think I don't think we've had a blue moon this year. I don't know if there is a blue moon this year, but I do remember a couple of years ago that full moon Aquarius was that. But I don't know if the one that probably is. Oh no, no. The new moon we had a couple of weeks ago was the called the black moon. And that's got something to do with the fact that we've got two new moons in Virgo. So it was a new moon in Virgo at the 0 degrees a few weeks ago. And then that's what I was saying at the time. There's going to be a second chance, whatever that means for people in their lives, coming up on the is it set? Wait a minute. It's the Yeah, on the 21st. So basically that's the equinox as well. So on the 21st, that's like a second chance. So if you didn't do something about an area of life that you were procrastinating on and you really wanted to, and then you kind of didn't, like about a month ago. Well, it's 2 weeks ago, but it'll be a month ago by the time it gets to that new moon. Then it's a second chance to do something about it. So I'm warning you now, wherever that might fit, because that'll be for all of us somewhere. Um, but yes. But it's the special part is the fact that it's an eclipse because an eclipse is life changing and they link back to other times in your life, like years ago. Because I don't know if you saw me saying that, Connor, but like I had a synchronicity. I'll tell you about it next time I told you, but it's like it was like 11 years ago something happened, and then I had something like that this year where a friend had like saw a similar synchronicity and she knew that I would appreciate it. And I vividly remember seeing that on an eclipse and thinking, that's got meaning for something in the future for me. And then I got another sign of it, this year. So very cryptic, but I'm being a bit Pisces moon right now. Didn't know if he was wrong, but I was just laughing after you talking about blue in the last little, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not. I think it's just one of these things where like not everybody gets this stuff to the not everybody cares. Like I've learned that for a long time about some people are a little bit interested in astrology, and then they'll just switch off. And some people just really don't give a shit. And but the people I really feel sorry for are people that don't believe it's true at all because really the joke's on them. Like they've been brainwashed and programmed by the Matrix. Because it's like when I've said as well, like, in one of the reality programs I was watching, the celebs go dating, which I mean, it's hilarious. It's really funny, and it's the voiceover guy that makes it. But he always slags off astrology, like whenever people are talking about their signs, because there are a lot of people um, in the public eye in that are very openly believe in astrology and stuff like that. But he said something like very derogatory. Do you know what I mean? Like, he was just taking the piss. Because, yeah, it's funny, but like, I laugh at everything he says, but I wasn't laughing at that because I was like, it's just ignorance. Do you know what I mean? Because it is true. Like, astrology does make so much sense, right? And it's like, it was quite funny because even my oldest niece was like here the other day and she was, yeah, that was funny what she was saying. I mean, it's not that much, but she was just like, my daddy doesn't believe in the filming and everything. I was like, and I just was like, that's absolutely fine. I mean, it's besides the fact that he's a Pisces, I mean, it's like you should. But anyway, but I was just kind of like, that's okay. I was like, I know that, and that's okay. But what's more important is what you believe in. You know what I mean? And I didn't tell her what to believe. I was just like, you can believe what you want to believe. But she does believe in it because she loves all this shit. But it's like so it's that is a very good sign of just as well she's got a mystical auntie that knows how real it is, that's not going to be like, oh, that's a load of crap. Not that he's saying that, like, but he obviously is saying, he obviously is saying something like that. I don't believe in it, but what's important is we don't need to believe the same as our mum and dad. It's a little bit like my dad. Like, just so happens my dad sent well, actually, Connor, did you see what I showed earlier? Because I'll show people again on this because it was funny. By the way, it's 11:11. Let's all make a wish. Praying that all the unions where there is interference, confusion, illusion, spell work, black magic, that's all cleared at once. That everybody has a spontaneous awakening right now to what they need to wake up to and is able to see through the illusions. I'm kind of not really joking, by the way, because I was going to be holding the event, last night. And actually, I was maybe going to do something. I kind of forgot about that. Maybe that's why I'm like, what do I do? But I'll close it out with something. I'll close it out with a wee visualization. But yeah, clearing all past life vows or karmic ties, holding people to the past where you've done your time, and praying that everyone sees through the illusions and that people can safely make their way to the next part of their journey. Um, Good response. Better than he doesn't believe because he's. Yes, I'm not going to say that to the child, um, because it's not true either. Yes, I get on well with him, but well, unless we're annoying each other. But I mean, that's like everyone in life. But yeah, that'd be quite funny. Hello, Goddess Retrieval. How are you doing? Thanks for the hug. No, no, no. I'm talking about the one that I done earlier today. So you saw the salami one? Yeah, you saw that, yeah. It's like the salami top tips, yes. I mean that doesn't sound right. People will be like, what the fuck are you talking about? But yes, just watch the Pisces one if you don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, that's what I mean. Like sometimes my dad will take the piss out of astrology and that. Usually whenever I say Uranus, he just finds it, he wants to make a joke out of that. Um but yeah, other times and he wasn't, that's not what he was doing tonight. It's just different people's ways of acknowledging stuff, do you know what I mean? So, right, so could we get some advice for the masculines that are in the fields of whatever I just picked up on? Now that's interesting. I was saying advice because I wouldn't usually word it like that. I'm just saying whatever they're getting me to say. Expectations, have realistic expectations. So that is very much the Virgo energy that we're in right now. So I feel the guidance is, believe in miracles and, pray for the highest outcome and visualize it, but have realistic expectations too, because I don't know who I'm talking to, right? There's some of you, like, however this was left with someone could have been quite brutal, do you know what I mean? Or it might not have been that dramatic or brutal, but you just haven't spoke to this person for years and you don't know what's going on in their life, you don't know what's going on with them. So it's about have realistic expectations, but don't um Don't stop believing. Because that's my ringtone. Not because it's my ringtone, but that did just pop into my mind. That's very full moon in Pisces as well. Like, don't stop believing and like now I can't stop laughing. Don't stop believing that there's going to be some type of miracle here. But it's be balanced, Like be aware that if you've hurt your divine feminine, that um yeah, that this person's going to be a bit discerning to be working out whether you're playing games or not, you know. Infinity. Your love is timeless, but ultimately that is what will win in this situation. And that maybe that's why the masculine energy I was picking up on is going in and out of this it's too late, it's a missed opportunity. Or wait a minute, could I actually be lucky enough? I don't believe in luck. Luck is preparation meeting opportunity, and I do feel all the people that are resonating with this, you put in the work to do the healing, to face your shadow. You might have ran from it at one point or for years, but I feel you're either doing the work now or you've done enough work to get to this moment. But that's why someone's going in and out of it. Going in and out of it, limbo. Seek clarity on mixed signals. Yeah, so again, I'm gonna I'll come out of this in a minute, right? I'm gonna pull a few more cards and then I'll move on to that. I think they just want me to do ones like this because this is like, gonna help whether it's masculines watching it now or um male or female. It more feels like I'm speaking a lot to male ones. I can just tell when it's like, I mean, I always channel like that, but you know what I mean? It does feel like that. But or whether it's people that catch it in the future, because people can watch this whenever. But yeah, there's some like seek clarity on mixed signals. Like it feels like this is what the feminine's sitting in with, and that's why that card came out again about the unseen. Too much is hidden from you. Like too much is hidden from the feminine, and it needs to be brought out into the open now. And because, Pisces, full moon, hidden secrets, hidden enemies, all stuff that's hidden basically. And like I said, it doesn't always need to be bad stuff. It can be good stuff that's hidden. And it does feel like this person's hid their feelings from you. Um, but and my crown chakra's on fire right now, so I feel this person's crown chakra's on fire. Like they're getting all the downloads and all the we've just seen that they're getting all the downloads and the dreams and the visions and however it's happened to them and getting major clarity. But now it's like they need clarity in the physical on mixed signals. Like just confusion around, like it feels like somebody's spiritual awakening basically. But I feel it's like the desire to put somebody else out of that. Oh my God, unfinished sympathy. Is that song that's like that isn't oh no, it's not the one I thought it was. Is that not got the line? It's like you really. Oh my God, that is, isn't it? You really hurt me, babe. You can't hear that, can you? I'm sure that it. Yeah, you really hurt me, baby. You know what I mean? That's the. God, that could be a fucking direct. So it's like somebody saying you really hurt me, baby. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, that's really creepy. That's what I meant about that is like look, if you're new, I'm like this all the time, but that's kind of creeping me out. That's like the Hoover going off. Like that is. That is the full moon conjunct my black moon Lilith, right? Which is a very psychic place, really. But it's like that's channeling. So again, I feel oh fuck, it could be either way. Maybe you're saying that to each other. Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like that song could be relevant too, because that's that. But anyway, that's weird that I just kind of said something like that, and it's there's a lot of hurt here. Basically, that's what it feels. There's a lot of hurt, and this person wants to seek clarity on the mixed signals that they're either getting from all the signs hitting them everywhere. And again, this could be quite a change up, change tracks. Like this is quite a change up in this person's life. So that's yeah. Anyway, could we just like kind of wrap this one up and go into another one? But oh fuck, is this going to be one of these nights where I'm going to use different decks and it's going to be the same fucking? It's going to be hello Beck, how are you doing? It's going to be the same thing coming out no matter what I'm doing. Right, what have we got just to wrap that up? But we'll just send prayers and support for anyone that's be patient. So again, I feel someone has been patient with their healing process and they've been building a solid foundation after whatever has broke down in the past, whether it's between you or whatever else has been going on in this person's life, and they've reflected on their own truth, reevaluating their priorities, yeah, and they're changing tracks. So if you were in this person's life, like, oh my God, fucking hell, look at this. Oh, I think they're telling me to use the deck. Look, that makes sense with what I've been channeling. I wasn't even using that deck, right? And that was sandwiched in those cards. I let people manipulate me into ghosting you. So this person had toxic karmic people around them that influenced a lot of their own fears and behaviors. And so if this person ghosted you through being around bad influences, which again, it's like you can't always just blame the other people. Blame and shame doesn't solve anyone, but it's like this person has to take personal responsibility too, and it does feel like they are. Or they have and they to themselves and then they'll come forward and do that to you. But it's like yeah, they're totally having a big change up right now and they want to say, I want to treat you the way you deserve. Yeah. I want to apologize. I need your forgiveness. Yeah. Total full moon and Pisces vibes. And I want to kiss you. Yeah. You really hurt me, babe. It's like people, wanting to kiss and make up vibes. Well, I know that we have a soul connection. This could be all the stuff that this person wants to say. It's like, you really hurt me, baby. I want to apologize. I need your forgiveness. By the way, I also want to kiss you. I know we have a soul connection. I mean, am I just actually telling people what to say right now? Eh, what else? Sorry, you have to have fun when you're doing this too. But I'm anxious. Whatever's went down in the past, I'm anxious. I struggle with pressure at home, at work, at home with you. I struggle because it makes me feel rushed to do things I'm not ready to do, and that's something I have to heal. But that's what I feel this person's healed. If they were distracting themselves with overworking, distractions, or whatever kind that might have been, it feels like none of that's working, and all that is consuming this person is the need to kiss you, to talk about the soul connection, and to get your forgiveness, and to treat you the way you deserve if you let them. So that is beautiful, and we're gonna add on one of these heart-shaped cards that I forgot to use. So oh, and actually, sorry, where is oh no, I did. Fucking hell, that's how tired I am. I did pull Gretchen's cards at the end. I just remembered that. Oh, somebody could actually get in touch with you online. Digital warrior. The voice of freedom comes in many forms. Your connection to the divine is a power cord of light. I don't usually get that with that card. Sometimes I feel it's people that work online. It could be that too, but I feel like this could come through like an email or something, or I don't know, or like private mail, I don't, something like that. That could even just be for one person. So what have we got from this deck? Sometimes I feel like I don't have a past. I don't know the words to that, but I'm sure that is that song, Under the Bridge. And I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. Take me to the place I love. Where the fuck's it? Yeah, it is. So I think this person's still saying, I don't, I don't want that to happen again. And I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. Whatever all the other words. That's funny. I love when they bring in the music to do. Right, so what else? And then we'll go into somebody else that wants to use me as the vessel to pass on their divine love message. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. That's for the masculine. Oh! Well, that's quite interesting. So on the membership, right, because I've been doing these wee mini shorts, like it's in the second level of the membership that I'm doing the live once a week, but I've been releasing the shorts to both levels, right? And the ones I've done over the last few days, I kind of felt like I was meant to actually just publish them to everyone. So I will. I just you never know who's needing a little extra push out there that might not watch the bigger stuff. But that's the same message. That it was like, don't allow yourself to be coerced and manipulated. It doesn't exactly say that, but it's something like, don't allow yourself to be swayed from what you know in your heart. Something like that. You know what I mean? So that's a similar message. Like, so this is to a masculine that you know what you want to do. So there might still be people that's manipulating you and not doing something about it. Like, that could be people like it's too late, you know what I mean? You fucking done the damage now. I'd just fucking no go there kind of thing. That's all about the singer's favourite spot to take. Sorry. Connor, you could have prepared me for fucking hell. I nearly peed myself. So obviously, guys, I'm only laughing. I don't think that fits with the message, but you really don't know. But anyway, I need to compose myself for a minute. Oh my God, I really honestly feel like I'm going to pee myself. Yes. So, God, I really didn't know that. So, but side note, let's hope it's not that literal, but there could have been addictions that held this person back. So, you know what I mean? I hope it's not literal of that, but you know what I mean? It's like this person could have fallen so bad. I'm trying not to laugh. This person could have fallen so bad into addictions. Because now it's like I'm trying to be serious, right? But it's like, I always, whenever I pick up on like addictions to like drugs or alcohol, particularly drugs, I always think of that a good person, which is totally right up there, one of my favourites. And people that have watched me for the past couple of years now, at least, they're like, "Oh fuck, she's going on about this again." But it is honestly a really brilliant film, and I always just remember it was one of those moments where I nearly didn't watch it, and I'm so glad that I did. Because it had such a huge effect on me in so many ways. It was very, very triggering too. I can't watch that without crying at some point. But this is definitely meaning that, and remember, this full moon is about addictions, which, by the way, actually, side note, can I just say, Connor, that's why you're good at helping people that are struggling, um, because I know that you're. Yeah. Connor just knows what I mean. You can attract people. You can just attract people to help with whether it's somebody that's pissed or somebody that's maybe on the harder stuff. You know what I mean? It's like it's not going to phase you. Like you would be able to help somebody that was kind of like that, and and many of you will be a bit like that. But it's just coming out like that. That will be because of your 12th house stuff. Like because 12th house is addictions and escapism, and you know. I dare say that you would resonate with tuning into people, like maybe preventing, like that you could be a port of contact that somebody comes into that could be the difference between somebody, you know, doing something about their life. I'm changing the wording because of the way the world is right now, um, and wanting to stay here. Do you know what I mean? I haven't. I think I've said things like that to you in personal stuff too, but like I'm getting that just now. It's like, because of your way of tuning in to people's feelings and what they're. Well, it's very much like, basically this is a lot of you could resonate with this. This is what I do with my Pluto. And remember, Pluto is death. It's not literal all the time, but it's death and rebirth. So I tune into people's darkest parts of them because it's 0 degrees and plus Pluto rules Scorpio. So it's Pluto Scorpio 0 degrees. I hold the key to the underworld, but not in the way of, oh, I'm Mrs. Halloween, I'm a witch, kind of. No, I mean, very much not. I don't like the word witch. It fucks me off. I clear witchcraft and spell work. And like I always say, I know other people like that and it means different things to them. It's not what it means to me. So we're all allowed to have our own. Oh, wow, look. Oh, this is beautiful. Tender embrace. This is whoever all that masculines are that's resonating. Look, that's what's going to happen when you embrace your fears. Tender embrace. Might use that as a thumbnail. Doesn't really go with the title. But yeah, tender embrace. That's lovely. Um, But yeah, you know what I mean? Like I can hold space for people's dark secrets of the past or what they're going through now. Or even, yeah, the dark things that they might think about doing, And But yours is a little bit like that too, because your moon's there, and because your moon's in Cancer, and that's feelings. Um, and like basically, yeah, anyone that's struggling with family or mother stuff or their feelings in general and hidden stuff, like you could tune in without them saying. But like, yeah, I was more getting like if you did find somebody that was on the harder stuff, like, and Connor saying, "Yup, addicts are super drawn to me." That's why. But you see, what did I also say to you as well? You've also got to tune in. And this is funny because I did say something like that to you the last time we spoke. Eh? Like, that is definitely a part of your purpose. And I know that you know that. But it's like, you do also have to tune in to the boundaries with that. Because Pisces is no boundaries, blurry boundaries, because you get caught up in the unconditional love and the kindness. You know, you could definitely, you could suffer from that. So it's about not, not going too far with that. And that's where I've spoke about you before. I've definitely been there. And actually, this is interesting. This is what I said to you on our own, but it's like everyone else needs to hear me saying it because it wouldn't just be for you, it'll be for other people. That I said something like I have been that person, and in some cases I still could fall into it, but not as much as what I did before. And I'd, really like to see that being never, to be honest, because so often when I come across people that do the same, like that's basically I said something like that to you, didn't I? It's like I can say this to you, but I know you're still going to do it. You're still going to do things in the moment because that's the person I am too. But I just like I don't do it like I would have done before. Like there's some things I'm not gonna fucking reel off here, but it's like there's some things that I have done for strangers basically or people that I don't know very well. That other people wouldn't even be able to wrap their heads around why I have given my time and energy. Some things which have been personally traumatizing to me as well, which have taken up big chunks of my life. But you'll notice I never regret any of the things, the time and the attention that I've given to people to, yeah, it's been massive parts of my calling. But would I want to repeat the same things again? No, I never would. These were like one-off scenarios where I've helped people in my personal life or professional life too, like going above and beyond. Which is why I've said, like, it does feel like Jesus has come in to help me with these things and Mary Magdalene, but but yeah, I'm proud that I've got to the point where my own needs and self-care and self-love and just general all-round happiness has to come first. So that's the lesson that I feel you're being taught as well, and anyone else that resonates with that. But it is a huge part. Like this, the 12th house is self-sacrificing. So it's a balancing act between not over-giving and compassion. And there is such a thing as being too compassionate. Like some people would argue with that, but once I was at a shamanic group and like somebody said that, and I was like, I agree, because that is me too. Like if you're too compassionate and people see that, they will take the fucking piss out of you. I've had that done the whole fucking time I've been on here. Do you know what I mean? Like not on here specifically. It actually doesn't happen on here, actually, because by the time I've really owned it on this platform, I'd fine-tuned it. But like in general, working with people for 10 years, oh, it's happened so many times. But now that's why have such strong boundaries. So, but that's called karmic lessons. So, but yes, it's very similar energy. You need to be in helping people go in addiction or through those darker thoughts, although they often go hand in hand. I agree, big time. The demons are real. Yes, yeah, and that's funny because I posted that prayer thing earlier about some demons are only cast out by prayer. Yeah, I can't help it, but I think I'm a bit blessed when it comes to drawing back from such. Yeah, absolutely. And I would say that is because you can tune in. Um, you can tune in. I wouldn't encourage anyone to follow my lead though. Do as I say. Yeah, and it's exactly what I say. Like there truly isn't anybody that could do what I've done for some people. Like I'm not, you know, kidding. Like and I've had some people say that to me. Like actually, I've had some clients say, I can think of a client that said to me, like, I'm not going into what it was about, but it was some dark. And they were like, I think you're the only person in the world that could have helped me with this. And that's not the first time someone said that to me, and they're not wrong. I'm not a shaman that deals with light, fluffy things. Do you know what I mean? So, that's when it's good to know you know. And I could, like I said, and bear in mind, I'm just saying that to kind of like, because I know where some of your placements are. But when I look at somebody's whole chart and my psychic astrology empowerment, that I've been fine-tuning for 10 years now, which is one of my bigger sessions. I can tell you what your whole soul's blueprint is here to do, and you'll either be doing it or you're yet to do it. So, cosmic self, you're a cosmic being. Stay confident in your truth. That is all the masculines are awakening to their cosmic self, their cosmic truth. I actually called, remember in that Pisces read that I just done, I did, which is, remember, it's everyone's just 12th house or Pisces energy. I did say cosmic love at some point. So I do feel this masculine is being guided by this cosmic love. And oh my God, remember when I said I felt the crown chakra activations? Right to know, go beyond attachments, divine alignment. This masculine group of people are clearing the negative attachments, hooks, karmic energies, manipulation, and they know what they're being told to do. And I strongly believe this is actually confirmation for some people. So let's hope that they find it. Right, okay, that was beautiful. So I think we need to do another couple of them. Oh, let's use this deck actually. This is quite a funny deck. I wonder if this is going to come out with the funny pictures. I remember specifically pulling a picture and it was very specific for you, Connor. They might actually bring it out again. Oh, fucking hell, look guys. Look at this. Look. North Node eclipse, which is your destiny, your purpose, all this kind of stuff, right? And look what I was just saying about following your calling, your purpose, the power of purpose. Another way I could go really specific, right, is perhaps like, it's not just it's the bits with the I feel I feel I could be talking to a lot of people that might be born on the 18th of a month because I'm the 18th of a month and Connor's the 18th of a month. Awkward if he's not and I'm forgetting, but no, I know that you are. So anyone that's born on the 18th of a month, that is both the moon card, confusion, illusion, Pisces energy, Pisces full moon. So it could also be addictions, escapism, all the stuff I've been talking about. Um, and mystery, following your calling, spiritual awakening. Basically, like what we're saying, like I know what my calling is, and my calling wasn't a conference call, and that can be the same as you or anyone else. Only we know what we're guided to do with each person's purpose. But it's like also the one and the eight adds up to nine, and that can be about like, being a hermit and, knowing the power of being in solitude and listening to God, and also like, spiritual kind of leadership or guidance in some sort of way as well. So I feel, yeah, so I'm just sharing that for other people that might resonate, but like the power of your purpose. Yeah. Only you know what your purpose is. I like that. And look, that's another one of my purposes, the storyteller. True stories, I might add. But you need to take your own personal responsibility with the true stories. The storyteller. Because I do tell stories all the time. Because that's what Sag Moons do. Right. There's another guy that I watch, one of my secret people, but he tells stories all the time too, and he's a Sag Moon like me. And then it hurts my heart sometimes when he's like, "Oh, maybe I shouldn't do that." And then there's a whole so some of you watch, you'll know the same person if you've seen, but they'll be like, "No, fuck them." Do you know what I mean? I love that you do that, and I love that people do that because it's like that's that guy's gift. So the people that are like, "Oh, stop telling the stories," then get to fuck go and find one of the other millions of people that do it. If you don't, you know what I mean? It's because it's always bang on the button, the wee story that he tells to go with what he's just read. Right, okay, so now this is a different type of deck. They're fucking massive as well. But let's see. Um, did I read this bit? Wait, to really help people in these situations, you basically need to let them think they're manipulating you. Then once they understand what's happening, it's too late for them. The light is too small. Yeah, we spoke about this in the session because that is a good thing, right? That's a way in which that can be used for good. But yes, when you do have, especially the moon, because the moon is feelings and intuition, and remember the moon is Pisces sort of energy too. But it's like, and in the 12th house is confusion, illusion. So that could be manipulation. But what Connor's described is it's doing it for good because it's to help somebody in that dark place. But yeah. It can, it can be used for other ways, but that's quite funny. Right, so this is going to pick up on another situation. So let's just see what comes out. So somebody's feeling like they've got everything they need inside them to do something, the magician. I'm being pulled to the sunflowers. So again, I'm going to say my wee thing about you've grown up through the adversity and the challenges to face the light. There's a snake on the ground, so you could be currently uncovering a snake in the grass, and it is quite funny because snake's more on the mud, but there might have also been a loved one in spirit guiding you. There's a little robin in the corner, and the robin to me is specifically about my nana, but the robin could be symbolic of anyone to you. But I do feel a loved one in spirit has been trying to guide you to see the snake in the grass. Oh, this is quite juicy. Somebody could have a young child. I don't know if that's a boy or a girl. Or it's your inner child. But but yeah, basically you've got everything you need inside to do whatever it is you need to do next. So let's see what that is. So that's how the person's feeling now. Let's see. Let's go. I feel like I want to go to this deck. Where's the person been in the past? However long ago in the past it was. Because it doesn't necessarily need to be about the twin flame journey or even love. But I don't think any of us need to be psychics to know it's going to go that way because I am a twin flame healer. Golden Eye's on right now as well. The album's called Wildest Dreams. There's been a lot about dreams. I don't know the words, but I did like that when I was. I think that was out when I was like in first year or something. I seem to remember like, God, this is how long ago it was. I'm sure it was when I was still recording on cassettes. Yeah, because it is the 90s. Sorry, fun fact. Seen a wee robin this morning. Oh, there you go. A wee loved one in spirit. Right. What have we got? Oh yeah, forgot. I totally forgot it was Mediumship Monday too, so pay attention. I mean, I think that's actually, oh my God, guys. Wow, what the fuck is this? So, by the way, I'm not being funny, I did actually genuinely forget it was Mediumship Monday, but I think the fact I've just remembered that because look what I just said about the snake in the grass, and now we've pulled the Seven of Swords, the sneaky fucker card. Lying, cheating, deception, and that card is like someone's lifting up a mask, deception and envy. So, yeah, this is for someone where a loved one in spirit has been trying to show, so they've been showing you in dreams, they've been giving you signs and synchronicities, however they do that songs coming like I'm feeling the energy of whoever this is, and it's like you've been thinking something about someone around you, you're not trusting them, and then a song's come on with words that confirms it. Like, but the timing of it's crazy. Like, I feel this has already happened to someone. Some of you might not have happened yet, but that's really specific. That's how you're going to know this is for you. But yeah, there's no such thing as coincidence that was pairing it with the overall arching card, the unseen. Too much is hidden from you. You've got everything you need inside you to see what that is. And a loved one in spirit's trying to show you who's deceptive around you and more importantly, who's envious. Somebody's envious of what you have already got or what you could have. And so they've more than likely been sabotaging you, but we'll just. Yes. So somebody was definitely trying to delay somebody's positive movement forward. So again, I need to go to that deck now. Again, deep breath, guys. But I feel this is like a masculine's friend or family member around them that has been trying to like talk them out of moving forward. And like maybe even saying like you're not ready, you need more time to heal. But that's not true because we can see that the person's got the magician, they've got everything they need inside them for that new beginning. Or you have, or your person has, whoever this is about. I just want to see if karmic friends comes out or what comes out. But played out. Yeah, that's definitely sorry. My nose is so itchy right now as well. Oh my God, and now things can only get better, can only get better. I think it's that song. No, it's not. It's you're the best thing. I don't know how it goes, but you are the best thing. Wait a minute, I need to. can't remember where that goes. You're the best thing. But yeah, that guy's trousers are wild. He's wearing like leather trousers. But yeah, any of the songs, because I thought it was the other one. But it's like, I think, yeah, things can only get better. Something had to play out. Somebody's had a very jealous friend around them that's trying to slow things down for them. A C word is what we call that. Let's see what, but something had to play out. I think what they're saying is, right, this love winning spirit. So just again, if you've never seen me doing this, like, if this is your story, you will either recognize it for being something that's happened in the past, something that's going on now, or it's an omen. So, pay attention if everything's hitting you in the heart and it's resonating, especially because it's 11:44 as well. Like, I feel you are part of the 11, part of the 144,000. Like, you've got a certain frequency, and whether you realize it or not, there's been people that are jealous around you and envious, and they've tried to delay something. Like you going to what it feels like a masculine going towards a feminine, and it feels like, whatever it is you've had to work through, you've worked through, and this is people that are trying to delay it. And it had to play out so that look, it's somebody that wants to be you. So that's interesting, isn't it? That I've spoke about copycat energy. And how do I know anything? This is males. I'm seem to be talking to a lot of males tonight. But it's like, look, I spoke about when I was channeling about it on the Pisces read, because it always pulls out stuff like that, because Pisces shadow is copycat energy. So, but it was more picking up on work stuff, right? But it can be any area. But this is, hello Gretchen. This is like a male friend that's been like, 12th house hidden enemy as well. It's been a hidden enemy, and it needed to play out karmically, because if somebody had tried to, so I feel if you're this person, somebody tried to, it could have been somebody has tried to tell you this before, or you could have come across people like me that are just giving general readings, and something's hitting, you're like, nah, and you push it away and you go, because again, if it feels like it's close to home, like I'm saying, that this is like a best friend or it's a family member, um, and so it's understandable that you wouldn't want to see that, and you'd kind of push it away and you'd be like, nah, I'm just being paranoid. But it's like you're not, whoever this is to. And I feel this is just confirmation of what's already happened, or it's currently going on, and it could it could be really current, but steals your ideas, copies your work. So again, that's just clarifying what I picked up on earlier too. So definitely watch the other live stream if you didn't see it and that's resonating. Duplicates, feeds off you. That is somebody that has been very jealous. Wait a minute, I'm going to tune in a little bit without, because it's the loved one in spirit that's telling me this as well. Either you've got a birthday coming up, or something happened at a birthday, because they're pulling me a happy birthday to you. 40th. Again, that's a lot of people that tune in at me here, men and women. Unless you're older or younger, but they just pull me to 40. So you could be somebody that is in the age bracket of this is your 40th, or it's the other person's. Um, or again, this could be something that's happened at a 40th. Blue butterflies are significant. But yeah, it's like I need a wee bit more. Someone's if this has already happened, someone's revealed themselves. So it's like somebody's maybe not being able to hit this. By the way, I'm sorry. I'm just actually tuning in. What are we on here? So if we're on a Monday, this could be something that's happened over the weekend. Like I don't know why I'm saying that, but this could actually have been something that's really, really current. Because if anyone was at like anything drinking and that this weekend, say if it was a 40th or something, then people wouldn't be able to hide their shadows very well because it's the full moon eclipse. Like, because that was right when it was, it was yesterday. So hello, Charlotte. I don't know if I said hello there. I don't know if I said hello. Um, but it's like this is really, really specific. But it's like so, like I said, either it's happened already, but this can make sense to a few different people. But it's something like that. It's like where somebody's mask slipped because I've shuffled it back in now, but somebody's mask slipped and the envy showed. So it's either the envy actually showed to you who it's happening to, or it showed to somebody that genuinely does have your back, and then they're going to tell you. So they might not have told you yet, But something it's really something like that. Like some kind of hidden information's coming to light. Like, what am I fucking picking up on? A drama starter. So yeah, I feel somebody's trying to hold you back from positive movement forward when you're actually ready. They just flashed up New York to me too because it came up on the TV. Don't know how that fits in. Someone might be from New York or you might have went there or going there or something. But drama starter, it's like, yeah, whoever this drama starter is that's tried to slow you down and they have slowed you down at some points. Like they're being revealed. It had to play out because again, I know what they're saying. It's like because again, I've had situations like that in my life where you could have told me, you could have warned me about someone, and it is a friend because they're pulling the word friend. And if it, in some cases, it could be a friend and a family member. Do you know what I mean? Like they're related to you or something. But it's like, you're whoever this is, you're so close with them. It had to play out. Like you had to be burned by them because you would have never. You would have fought. It's really sad what you would have fought to the death for this person. But whenever you find this out, it's going to hurt. But I feel I'm mostly speaking to people that this is like hurting. It's just like it's already happened. But there aren't a few people this hasn't happened yet. Someone, like I said, someone's going to reveal themselves. You know, it's like the composed mask that they have on is going to slip. What the hell has that got to do with it? Side hustle. It's an Uber Eats guy. Cock blocking. Somebody try to stop your side hustle? I don't know. Groupies. Oh, right. Now we're getting, oh my God, this is getting so. Oh my God. So wait a minute. Oh, I've just realised something as well, right? So there's definitely timeline shifts going on, right? Because there was a reading I done last year, and I remember it. You can find it yourself. I can't be bothered sharing them because there's far too many of them. But there's one that I done last year, right? And it had, I can't remember all the cards, but it definitely had karmic friends on it. It had karmic friends and it had boss daddy, and I think it might have had bad reputation, right? And I just remember it, and it was literally on the 8th of September last year. And I feel it's a situation like that because it's a few people. Because I've tuned into a man that's fucked over another man, but now I'm tuning into cock blocking female friends, and that's why I did say I'm talking to some of the men, like it's like situationship or like exes that call you up for, I think we know whatever. It's like cock blocking the true love kind of thing, karmic people. Um, And also, side note, like somebody could have been trying to block some kind of side hustle you had, like, whatever, something that you were, I don't know, like, whatever. Say you've got a talent at something and someone was trying to stop you from following your. It's just basically you've got a bunch of. That'd be the best way to say it. You've got a bunch of see you next Tuesdays around you. And if I talk any longer for the next 8 minutes, we'll be on Tuesday. So that's quite funny. But yeah, groupies. You've got cock blocking groupies. That sounds like a song. I think I'm thinking of something beats, but my heart will go on right now as well. So yes, you see, and if you think about in Titanic, like the masks. Well, actually, she knows that he's a seabird, doesn't she? But the Cal guy that Kate is with. Well, what's her name in it? Rose. That the guy that she's with. Like she kind of actually, although we can all see that he's a seabird and he's a massive seabird. And remember, although I'm saying he, this could be symbolic of she's for some people. So just pay attention to all this. Like it's like one of these. If this is symbolic, this will be symbolic for a little bit. Like, everyone else could see how much of a nightmare this person was. Um, Now it's going into romantic stuff, but you, the person, couldn't actually see it until you do, because actually she She could and she couldn't, eh? It's kind of debatable because, but I'm more thinking about the bit when he really, really reveals himself and he says something to, does he not call her a whore or something? He calls her something anyway because she's kind of standing up for him at one bit, like being like he's not that bad and, whatever. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? There's some kind of tragic love story going on here. And I do feel it's been cock blocked by groupies and karmic friends. If karmic friends comes out, I'm going to be like, oh my God, because that is the hidden house, 12th house enemies thing. Mm. It's a little bit deeper than that. We've got Psycho. Crazy. Oh my God, guys. What the fuck? I'm sorry. I know I do this all the time, but it really is creepier tonight because it's conjunct my Black Moon Lilith. Crazy ex, obsessed, won't let go. That's a cock blocking groupie as well. So I think this could like this is what I mean. This could be the person's mask that was slipping. Like someone was making out like, oh yeah, it's just casual. Yeah, we just sleep each other now and again. I'm not in love with them or anything. But really, they were that. Like, like they had an ulterior motive. So this is I've said this before that this can be like people that are kind of naively kind of thinking, oh yeah, we're just friends now. Yeah, used to go out with them years ago, but like yeah, we're just friends. But it's like you're telling your friend, oh, I'm in love with like this person and I'm like I'm working on my side hustle and like I've got plans to go with this person and they're like watch me come in and shit all over your plans, you know what I mean, or watch me come in and seduce you, but it's that kind of energy. Fake accounts, yeah, and then they're like spying. It's crazy ex psycho vibes. Fake social media accounts to spy. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. They've got the whole shebang and they're keeping an eye on everything you're doing. You know what I mean? Queen Bee, and especially wow, well, this is kind of creepy. Like this is definitely somebody that is not like that. You've got your eye on a divine feminine. Queen Bee, secure, confident, boss bitch, career focused. So this is definitely a jealous groupie that's been sabotaging you, and you couldn't see it, but you can see it now. And jackpot. Look, winning money, get rich, inheritance, unexpected money. And this person could have been also after you for your money. Yeah, legal issues. And again, I think this is maybe people that have found this out the hard way. Again, I haven't watched that back. It's only 30 minutes, but I think this is like that reading. I think there's a timeline shift going on, and that's whatever was in that. Because it was basically it wasn't just one person, it was like a man, it was a group of people fucking somebody over. Hello Heather, how are you doing? Court judges, immigration lawyers. Yeah, and that came out after the money thing. So Queen Bee, look, all of those cards that came out again, yeah. So there's somebody that's been insanely jet pop the question, oh God, well that'll do it, won't it? So this person could have really had big plans, right? To be like that, like saving up their money, side hustle. This is who I want to spend the rest of my life with, fucking Jack and Rose, kind of love, true love. And this is like a cha-cha karmic energy is like, oh, my hair's a little bit like that woman today. But do you know what I mean? She's kind of like, when she's like siding it, and she's eyeing up to be like, oh, they're dancing, you know, they're dancing and they're having fun and this is going well. I'm just gonna come in and fuck this up just because I can. Do you know what I mean? But that's how significant this person is in the story. Cha-Cha gets like not very long in the film, does she? And it's Danny and Sandy that are flying off in the sky. So yeah, pop the question, but seriously, like, although I'm saying it in a funny, sassy way, somebody spoke about what they want to do in the future, and it had to play out. Someone was not happy about that. A few people. There's a man and a woman too late. And now whoever I'm speaking to, this person feels like it's too late. Look, no, fuck off. I just said this person is not happy. That's that karmic energy. That's the cha-cha person, not happy. That person was not happy if you're a masculine that had plans to propose to another feminine. I mean, so that's very specific. But they have sabotage you in some sort of way. Look, happily single, doing you, dating, stress-free, setting goals. I think this is people that have been like, oh, just be single. So it's like a guy's friends, family. Just stay with us drinking. Toxic lifestyle. Stay with us. Don't be doing that. Don't be growing up and falling in love. Yeah, look, I want to feed off your energy some more. Oh my God. Sorry, we're stopping right there because it's just fucking crazy, isn't it? So sorry if that's your story, but I think you need to go and find that one from last year. And sorry if it's already happened to you, but oh my God. That is so fucking 12th house. Right. What else do we need to know about that? I saw Queen Bee on a drink on the menu for a new restaurant that's opening. Oh, the 1 year anniversary is coming up very soon. Oh my God, and I just spoke about yes, more than likely. I just spoke about I just spoke about that video I'm talking about was a year ago today. So I don't know if you saw me saying that bit, so that's not a coincidence. So right. Right, so what this that was what went down with that, right? So there's been a whole load of toxic people. I've kept people in a toxic lifestyle, not going towards somebody that they love and specifically wanted to marry. Basically, you've been sabotaged by a bunch of see you next Tuesdays. And but is it completely sabotaged? Oh, no, because we've got the Knight of Cups and it's a man serenading a woman. So look, and it's got two little pigeons on it, and then it's got yeah. So and also like that could be somebody's side hustle. That is hilarious. If somebody actually does have a side hustle making money busking or something, let me know because that's really funny with what I've channeled. But look, the Knight of Cups. This person's going to shoot their shot. This person's coming in with a love offer. It's just turned see you next Tuesday as well. So it's 00, the 0 point. Oh my God, I better go at some point. It's 40, wait a minute. I'm gonna have like 4 hours sleep or something. Um, let's just put a wee timer on for 25 minutes and then I might not, I don't know. Fuck knows to be honest, this doesn't really matter too much. So, oh no, what have we got now? Oh God. Yes, this is the minute, whoever the manipulative woman is, right? A Queen of Cups has confused somebody. There's a Robin, well, that's nuts. Yeah, look, there. By the way, right? Remember, this still started off that there's a love-winning spirit trying to warn you about a deceptive person. Well, quite a few people in this story. But look, we've got a robin on the mug, so that is my sign for there is a love-winning spirit. But yeah, this person couldn't see. You could be this person that you couldn't see, you didn't want to see. Because in that picture, she's actually ignoring that there's a final notice for a bill, and she's not picking up the spilled drinks and there's two people arguing. It looks like her kid's arguing behind her. Like this person's not wanting to see. So you were this person at one point. You didn't want to see, like you didn't want to see all the signs. You didn't want it. So if somebody did try to warn you, or you happen to come across someone doing stuff like this, you just clicked it off. You didn't want to know. But there was a very manipulative female around you. Because the Queen of Cups is a loving, very psychic, very yeah, just very a very loving woman, nurturing. But with how it came out, it's like it more feels like a bit like when I was just like it describes like I'm feeling it like in reverse. It feels like someone's used that kind of manipulative energy to their advantage and well taken advantage and they've pulled the wool over your eyes somehow. So that's why it could be like a female family member or it's a female friend. Or they could have turned on the waterworks because that's what that could be too. Um, right, now this is interesting because this has got proposal on it, so what's going to happen here? Whoever this is for. Yes, look. Oh my God. Whoa. Look. Unexpected connection, opposites attract. Yeah. But in this case, that's people were telling this person you're too different, it's not going to work, you're from different worlds. Really weird, right? So again, this is really now, because again, remember, these are like mini personal readings that I'm just chucking out there, right? Because unless anybody like donates and they want one, I'm just chucking these out there, right? So, and I'm going to read the comments that are coming in when after I spit this all out. Right now, don't matter about my baby. It don't matter if you're black or white. You know what I mean? So it doesn't need to specifically be about race here, and I would hope that it isn't. but there's something fundamentally that other people thought was different about you. Um, so it's something, so it's like you're too different because of X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. It wouldn't work, and it can be like some really harsh shit like that. But either way, it's like opposites attract. And it's like, I now feel if you're this person, you're like, yeah, we are really different, but in other ways we think the same. We're in tune. It's my twin flame. And I actually don't give a fuck what you're saying. You know what I mean? So, and I will be reaching out. Expect a call or a text from your person of interest. Bear in mind the title on the last one was Divine Masculine Wake Up Call. They'll be contacting you. So, third party in reverse, that's what we like to see. Bye bye, cha cha. You may be dealing with a karmic situation, but not now because it's in reverse. Look at that picture as well. That's a mixed bag. But there's definitely someone's manipulated somebody to not go towards what they wanted to. Quite a few people. That's been a team effort. But they're like, fuck you, I'm doing it anyway. I should have done it a long time ago. Yeah, because it's a lasting love. This is your true love. So that's very strongly coming through that this masculine higher self's like, I wanted to go towards my true love and I allowed other people that I trusted around me to stop me from doing that. Somebody that I thought was a friend, maybe a few people I thought was a friend, but now I'm not. A courageous leap into the unknown, fearless love. Because remember, the very first card that I started with was the Magician. You've got everything you need inside, and they will never compare to you. So, whoever that person was that tried to be a ho 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 and a cha cha slide, they didn't compare to the feminine. They didn't compare to the queen bee, and that's why they're spying. And again, that's what I feel. This person's obsessed with. If oh my God, there's New York again, and that's a different video. So again, this could all be going down in New York, but it's doesn't need to be going down in New York, by the way. But it's like, yeah, whoever this karmic energy is, they're insanely jealous of the feminine, but it's like they're keeping an eye on both people. So it's somebody that is like, this is severe mental health issues. So again, I'm praying for whoever that is, and I don't like that the album is called Dangerous for that black or white song. But it's like this is somebody that's like I'm praying for that person to get the healing that they need because it's like a very unhealthy obsession with both people. It feels like something in a fucking film, like Wicker Park or something. Do you know what I mean? It's weird. Thank you for that, Beck. Can only donate a little, just want to show support. No, thank you for that. That's appreciated. And I will, like anyone that donates whatever, whether it's the bigger stuff or the wee ones, I'll get to you for a coming home now. It's just come on, Boyzone. I can't remember how that goes. But someone's coming home now. Someone is coming home to somebody that they feel like is home. But they are kicking themselves that they did allow people to slow them down. Oh my God, my throat chakra. What do you want to say, person, before I go on to the next one? I wish you were here with me. This person either wishes you were with them right now or they wish they were with you. But they're coming home. So, and it means home in the sense that you feel like home. And oh yeah, that's quite funny. I wish you were here with me in that way. And that, that's what I mean about like this person allowed all these people to do that because I sabotaged our connection because it was too intense. So that is the person taking personal responsibility too. And that's what I mean. Did I say it? I don't know if I thought it or if I said it out loud. But I definitely thought it if I didn't say it out loud. That it was like they're really hesitant, scared. I did say it, didn't I? Did I say they're kicking them? If I didn't say it, they're kicking themselves because it's like they allowed other people's input to back up their own fears because it was because they were scared. They were scared of it. But like I said, it's a bit, it's this person's ended up really shooting themselves in the foot. It's a weird saying to use, but because it's like it's pretty dark the way in which people have sabotaged this. I want you. I can't help wanting you sexually. Your energy excites me. Your body and mind turns me on. I want you. I want you right now, and I don't care about anything else. Good Lord. Well, I think that's quite interesting. With I wish you were here with me, and coming home now. So yeah, this person might not be too far away. You know, and they're angry at themselves. Yeah, they are. They're angry at themselves for sabotaging it because they know that you have a soul connection. Right. That's I think that's that one done. That's a whole load of bullshit and I'm glad that you saw through the see you next Tuesdays. Right, so let's see. Ready for another one? Wait a minute. Let's just see what you were saying. Um Actually I started watching it last night again. His ex-wife and her current husband, they were just arguing on the phone 5 minutes ago and Tyrone always told me that guy is going to oh my God, and it is right, well, we're praying for. I've been keeping that. By the way, I've been keeping that woman. So again, I won't go too deep into this, but I have been keeping that woman in my prayers. And you told me that ages ago. Like, just I can't remember exactly what you said. So, by the way, this is guys. This is what I mean. I'm not. This is what I'm saying about like if you're in the membership, um, I can pray for things that are a wee bit more specific, but. Yeah, praying that that woman's safe and everything, because that doesn't sound too good. And this is the kind of with the moon just went in the Aries, which is anger, still in the full moon energy. Yeah, you know, praying that she's okay. He's black and she's white. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? To a T. She says my home is her place to escape. Oh my God. She was the karmic twin flame. Oh, right, yeah. So that was who he was with before. Yeah, but it's nice that you struck up a friendship, though. Do you know what I mean? It almost kind of like we maybe don't want to even call her that, but I get what you mean. Like they had a strong bond, and then right well right yeah, I'll have to move on from that. So um, but anyway, go and do what you were going to do before if that's you out there, because that's in fact, let's get a minute before I move on from that. What does the feminine energies want to say to that masculine? Because that's what I mean. It's like if this person comes forward, it's like I've just so I've been working on myself. It's like this person's been working on themselves, and I feel this person's been like fascinated with why they were able to be so like it feels like really badly manipulated with by people very close to you. Like that's what feels horrible about it. I keep feeling it in the pit of my stomach. It really is several snakes in the grass because it's people that were very close around this person. Hidden enemies, you know what I mean? But now this person's like got into things like psychology and the subconscious mind and manipulation and like I don't know, like maybe attachment, all of it. I just feel this person's been like fucking swatting up on how that was able to happen to them, childhood trauma. It's a mixture of all of it. Hmm. Oh, don't worry about the. So this is what the feminine's saying. That's like that song. Oh my God, these are powerful cards to come out. It's like that. Just us, James Arthur again. It's just us from here on out, because we're leaving all those see you next Tuesdays behind. Don't worry about the past, it's a fresh start for us. So that's what the feminine's saying back to the masculines. We're doing it, we're breaking free from the matrix. Yeah, shit, that's what that feels like, because that's really pretty brutal. Like somebody's having to really leave like their world behind there. You know what I mean? But and I feel that, well, I don't just feel, I know for a fact a lot of people can resonate with that, whether it's about a friendship group, family, or both when it's really bad, or, fuckers at work, whatever the hell it is, an addiction. It's like it's that moment, in a film where you're like, oh my God, it was a person really close to home. Do you know what I mean? It's like this person's really closing their door on a lot of their life. Be honest, yeah. There's a heart-to-heart conversation where, like it did say pop the question. It doesn't mean this person's coming in with a ring right away, but it's like I feel that it'll be very honest right from the start that this person saw a future with you, and yeah, they've allowed people to manipulate them out of that, which God knows what way that sent them, especially with what I've channeled on the 12th house one. But you know what I mean? It could have went that people have actually, like, some people could have married the Jezebel energy that I've just channeled about. Like, that wouldn't be for everyone, because that could just be some groupie cha-chas that are trying to, but some people could have sabotaged it, especially because it's kind of giving me that vibe for some, actually, because it did have the lawyer thing that had legal issues. But anyway, it wouldn't be that for everyone. Be honest, heart-to-heart conversations are necessary. It's safe for you to talk about your feelings. Whoever's resonate with this, well, if you're the masculine, it feels like you've got nothing to lose because I'm sorry to say it feels like you've actually have lost everything. But this person feels like they lost what they really wanted anyway that made them happy when they lost you. And that's why it's like it's really sad. Fucking hell. Talk about sadness of the oh my god, I shuffled and it came out again. And that's this person's gonna say something like that. The separation you're experiencing is necessary to help the relationship grow. But it's like at the same time I can feel this group of masculines like I know it all did have to play out because that card set had to play out. This person would never have. So it's like, say if like you are around this person, or I don't know if you're like, like I said, like, because when I'm doing this, I don't know who's resonating with what, right? Well, sometimes I will know who's resonating with what, but whatever. But it's kind of, or I'll have an idea, but it's like, if you were, say, let's you go with that example. If you were physically around this person and you had some kind of, say you're really psychic or you had, and you're like, I wouldn't trust them, like they're not really your friend, or, I heard this a bit like this, you wouldn't have believed them. Um, and Robbie Williams Let Me Entertain You's just come on, and he's got face paint on. It's like because this person was wearing such a mask to you, the person you trusted, you would never have believed whoever was trying to give you a heads up. So yeah, they just keep saying the same thing, but again, that's coming from a loved one in spirit. So just piece all that together. But look, I found this earlier when I was tidying up. Nourish the sacred feminine. Like this person in the spirit world is like, go and do what you wanted to do before. Pour all that love into yourself, your feminine feelings, but also your divine feminine. Because remember, that's what this person didn't do. Rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. This person could truly be right now at rock bottom, and this is their loved one in spirit. You've nothing to feel guilty about. This is going with something else now, right? So again, I'm not going to read the comments because I'm tuning it. Like, this is from a loved one in spirit that if you're carrying any type of guilt about this person's passing, whether it was like however they've passed, like that, especially if they, had something about the timing of it, like they done something about it, if you know what I mean, that you've got nothing to feel guilty about. You know what I mean? And for those of you that I feel this is like, because this is the spirit world piggyback stuff, right? So this can also be people that have passed from a different way, and it's like, you might have been telling yourself, oh God, I was going to see them like, the Tuesday before they died or something. Tuesday keeps coming in. And I didn't. And I would have been able to talk with them one last time and I didn't do it. If I'd only known then what I know now, I would have lived differently. So this feels like a friend, right? That is like, or someone close in the spirit world that's they're keeping an eye, however they are, they were close to you when they were alive, and they don't like that these other people around you were meant to be close to you and they fucked you over. And it's kind of interesting because this is really specific. It's like this person saying, If I had, so I feel whoever this is was friends with whoever, this person knows these people too. And they're like, if I'd known what I know now, watching from where I am, keeping an eye on you, I wouldn't have had those people around me either. So it's like, do you know what? This is so like, I'm kind of going with this now. It's like, you know, in Ghosts, right, with the famous Whoopi Goldberg, you know how that the guy's best friend is. So this is getting really specific. So either this is a male best friend in spirit watching out for you, or the person that's fucked you over was a male best friend. But it's the guy's best friend that is actually he's not only after his money, but he's after his wife. And remember, they're totally like that's total true love. It's like, you know, Demi Moore, who is, you know, was a complete stunner back in the day. Don't let me get into the fucking the dark world of some of the celebrities out there. But you know, if we didn't know those of us, if we didn't know behind the veil the darker stuff of celebrities to look at, I mean, I only bat for the team of finding men. You know, I mean, what you know what I'm saying. Um, I can appreciate when it's a good looking woman, and you know, she is absolutely stunning in all of these films, and no different in that one. With long hair, short hair, whatever, she's a very beautiful woman. And so that could come into it too here. God, it's getting really dark now. And I keep saying like a film, and now I'm channeling a film, but it's because it doesn't need to be so specific. Like it doesn't need to be that this person was sabotaging because they wanted your person, but it is that in that film. So I don't think it's that deep for a lot of people. But if it's not that they didn't want your person specifically, they wanted. Yeah, I think it's more envious of what you like you having a real true love dynamic, and this person isn't. If they're with someone, they've not got that, or they're not with someone. I think it's more they're with someone and that's not what they've got, and they're jealous and envious, and they've tried and remember it's that is I've been doing this one that long. This was all the stuff about they feed off your energy. They're very envious of you. They want to be so they might dress like you can talk, say the same words, and just try to be you. You know, like a fucking weirdo basically. But it's like like they're insecure, so like they try to be like you because they don't know who they are. And this is this friend saying all of this, and they've been trying to tell you. But that's what this friend is saying. Like, I wouldn't have hung around them either if I did. Oh my God, it's getting really deep. Yeah, so anyway, whatever all that fucking means. Right. Um, so just pay attention. If you're hearing, I feel you're hearing songs that remind you of your friend that's in the spirit world. And basically anything that reminds you of your friend in the spirit world, right? But And that's just them saying, ah, I'm talking to you, you're not going crazy. And then I think they might be popping up your dreams as well to tell you things. And then they'll be somehow very cleverly leading you to the signs and signals that lead you to see how someone's either fucked you over in the past or what they're doing currently. Or for some people it's an omen, but like I said, I think this is all, I think it's played out, or it's playing out now. And yeah, I'm just thinking about, yeah, so it basically is that in Ghost. You know, if you've not seen it, spoiler alert, but who hasn't seen Ghost? Basically, the guy gets murdered right at the start of the film, right? And it's just so, but for the first wee short bit, they're so in love, and you know, they just look like amazing, you know, they just look totally in love and a hot couple and everything, because it's fucking Patrick Swayze. That was a hot couple, Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore. No wonder people were jealous. But it's like, you know what I mean? They've got that kind of dream life and in their own wee world, and it's just, oh, even now, I know it's just a film, but it really upset me when I watched it. I was young. I can't actually watch it, but it fucked me off because it's like the person that's been behind it is the setup was by the best friend that he worked with, who it was down to money, but it was also he wanted the wife. So take from that what you want, but it's kind of dark. But I think it's just the fact that it's a, you know, it's a close friend. Because that's what, when Patrick Swayze sees that from the spirit world, like he's completely and utterly devastated that his friend would go to that length to like to you know to kill him. I mean, so, you know what I mean? He fucking killed. I mean, There's one thing fucking nicking your bird or what, go after your job. I mean, the guy fucking got somebody to fucking kill him. So I just want to see if like, what am I looking for to come out here? I feel the devil card might come out because that's like that magic might card where, or the tower, or the dirty dancing card. I don't know if it's none of these. I pick this person's got me pick this deck up for a reason though. You're coming out of some type of hermit mode. And I think this is what I mean. I feel this is somebody that's been getting like you've been getting contact from the spirit world, but specifically a friend in the spirit world from going inwards a lot. Yeah, look, the moon. It's full moon right now. You've been getting like, and also that's deception, confusion, illusion. That is what the energy we're in right now. It's like in hermit mode. See, I think they're telling you this is all coming out at the full moon. Might not be this full, it could be any of the full moons coming, do you know what I mean? But yeah, the blocks are being lifted. That's if this is you, this was you trying to get to, because that always reminds me, ain't no mountain high enough to stop me from getting to you, babe. That's the energy that this person's in now. I know also I'd climb every mountain, cross every just to be there. Oh, 'cause I need you to see that you are the reason. I can't sing that, but it's a lovely song. Throat chakra, and but the blocks are being lifted. There was just a ton of folk blocking this person, and that's the feminine. Because Queen again, if it was any other deck, Queen of Swords, I wouldn't. But it's that they've got me get this deck because that's always like this is a feminine with their boundaries up. But I always say that that is the Queen of Swords that is actually the softest Queen of Swords I've ever seen because she looks very like shamanic and like she's got her drum to be transmuting the energy, but she's like I always get it's like someone's like, yeah, I'm just gonna drum while I listen to you. Do you know what I mean? It's like because that is what I'm a shaman, that's what we do. But it's like but it's just I'm very modern in the way that I just even my own shamanic teachers laugh at me like that. I don't use anything. Do you know what I mean? I've got feathers and crystals and I'm always surrounded by crystals, but I don't need to. I just sit and talk. Any that I've had a session, I just sit and listen to you. But it's not just sitting and talking. Like I'm clearing the energy as I listen. Um, but now I do just add. Sometimes I do just add the things in it, just to make it more interesting. But it doesn't mean it's any less powerful at all. Like I use my hands. Um, that's that actually, and I don't like I said like if it. So I'm just explaining if you were in person, which isn't. I don't do that with too many people. It's really just people that I know because I don't want fucking strangers in my house to be honest. But it's just been real 'cause in this fucking day and age that we live in. But so it's always people I know. Do you mean or like friends? Like it's not even friends of friends to be honest. It's fucking pals or like family. But it's like. When I say family, I just mean my mum, unless it's like a cousin or something that'd be open to it. But it's just happy to just be with you has come on, Michelle Gale. I don't know how that goes, but this person's just going to be happy to be with you after what they've went through as healing, I feel. But yeah, like if you were here and you were on the healing bed, like I would lay crystals on you and get you to hold rocks and I would use my feather to smudge and that's about it. You know what I mean? And then I don't even need to touch people. I just hover my hands above them and pull it out. So that's what I mean on the Zoom, it's different. I don't even need to put my hands sometimes they'll guide me to do that when I'm on here just to, I feel it's just so that you think, it's like I get what I'm trying to say. It's like you feel something more is happening when someone holds it. Think about how many people there are that they hold their hands up and occasionally when they get, and you feel like something more is happening. Some people can't get their head around that something's happening when you're not actually, I mean, but it is. So, yes, this person is now ready for a new beginning. So again, that's very much come out right at the start. The magician, you've got everything you need inside you. So if this is still going on, be very wary of people around you that are trying to make you feel like you're not ready, or definitely if they're saying it's too late, or anything like that. just in a way that people are holding you back because you are ready. It's time for a new beginning, and they're trying to hold you back. And this is being revealed by this friend in spirit is revealing all. Look, you're discontent and bored with third parties. But that can be even like friends that are trying to keep you in a low vibration partying when you're ready for a new beginning. You're ready to rush forward. You are ready to give equally. Yeah, you're ready. You've done the work, right? I'm leaving that one there. So let's now see what people have been saying. Um, Very interesting though, that one bit. That's worth me being tired in the morning. He introduced me to her right after I met him 9 years ago. He had 20. Heather, what? Heather, what in the fuck? This isn't Mr. Hotman. Is this person's karmic? But are you fucking shitting me? He has 23 kids and not even 40. How on earth did he manage? Did some of them have triplets or something or quadruplet? What on earth? That's actually beaten. There's a program in the UK called 22, I think it's called 22 Kids and Counting, if I'm not mistaken. I watched it once, I found it kind of boring. It was good, it was, anyway, but 23 kids? It's fucking hell. Hell. You're explaining him exactly. It's sick. Oh my God, right. What bit though? That's interesting then. What bit? Oh, wait a minute though. Wait. What bit? This is what I mean about this is because again, everyone that's here all the time, you know this, but this is what I mean about this is how real astrology is. Black Moon Lilith is empowerment, specifically female empowerment, but it can't when it's dark, it's really dark. So this is me revealing people's dark sides, really, you know. So just with yeah, and it's just the 12th house is hidden, so common interest, friends, but he knows he will keep every female around for ego. Oh right, are you talking about yeah? Well, I pray that he wakes up to that because it's very fickle, and you know what I mean. I think that's the thing. Once you break through that part of your spiritual awakening, like who cares? It's like again, it's men can be different from women, but from a woman's perspective too, I can't use myself as an example because you know my first boyfriend wouldn't let me be friends with the guy friends I was already really good friends with. Fuck you very much. But it's true, do you know what I mean? And I was that naive and loyal and yeah, I lost contact with a lot of my guy friends and stuff. And like I didn't really though, because then whenever I saw them, they'd be like, "Oh, Cornwall, that during I would always, but you know what I mean? It was. I definitely would have had a lot of more male friends around me had that not happened initially then. But anyway, it's a bit complicated. But karmic people's energy can take a while to fuck off, kind of thing. But it did originate from that. Do you know what I mean? And it's like so I've not been a girl that's got loads of guy pals. I've not got guys that come round, sit in my house and chat away or like, because the thing is, I'm not being funny, but see whenever somebody has like been like a friend, it's like they always end up like confessing their love or something. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just like I'm not just saying that. It's a bit draining. Do you know what I mean? You end up just being like, like it's oh yeah. So I've not really it's a bit ridiculous. I've told stories like this before where like this is from when I was really, really young, but the amount of like best oh there we go. Sorry, I mean we're quite deep now in, so hopefully people are watching, but it's like, the amount of best friends that were meant to be best friends with the guy that I was with at the time that tried it on with me, I lost count. You know what I mean? It's So that really just shows you how loyal guys can be to other guys. So not all guys are like that, but those guys were. And but all the while they would be saying shit about me, like I was, and it wasn't. It was the other way around. So that could be part of this too. Um, but yeah, guys can be different, can't they? Do you know what I mean? If it's an ego boost, then it's like, oh, that's my friend, or that's my best pal. It's like, oh, my best pal. Sometimes suddenly, oh, whoops, I'm naked. Do you know what I mean? Like those kind of friends. But they're also the kind of Jezebels that be like, oh, look, whoops. You know what I mean? Like I've trapped you. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, and then that causes a lot of those men to not trust other women that wouldn't do stuff like that. Um, so. Uh, That's what he told her. He is changed because he married her. It's because, or are you talking about, right? I'm getting really confused. Is this guy that is married to that woman that was once with Tyrone? Is that who we're talking about here? It's because I read through bullshit. I know exactly what you're talking about. Well, good, because I don't know. I just channeled it. She told Tyrone that she upgraded from him when she got with her current husband. Oh, that's a bit horrible. Um, I looked up the NASA picture of the day last night, then I found his death date and it was a full moon picture. He was also a Pisces. Who are you talking about? Are you talking about Tyrone? I hope you're not make me pick up on really hidden dark stuff in public for fuck's sake. You could keep right, so um but that was a bit dark to give that example out of Ghost, wasn't it? That is particularly dark. That was a dark example. Right. Hi, Claire. Hello, Ollie. How are you doing? I hope you're okay. My 26-year-old brother got married, and every time I get really distressed or life throws things at me, he about aggressively, like the film goes, oh, wow. Well, I'm very sorry to hear about your. Wait a minute. My 26-year-old brother got. Oh! Oh, shit. Sorry. Not married. I get you. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Sorry. I get what that is now. Oh my God. I'm very sorry to hear that. And every time I get really distressed or life throws things at me. Well, understandably, because that is, I've got no words for how traumatizing that is. So I'm so sorry to hear that. He moves bags or paperwork about aggressively, like the film Ghost. He doesn't mess with Hoovers, does he? Have you? Oh my God. Have you? Oh my God. Have you seen the chat about what happened with the Hoover last night? My Hoover went off all by itself. Oh my God, this is really creeping me out. This is what I mean by when the Hoover went off last night, it reminded me of when I woke up to the broken plate on the floor and then it connected to the client I was working with the next day that had a karmic, basically it was a karmic hater that was connected to Greece. And that's why the plate, and it was like that karmic energy was angry at me because I was helping this person. Um, it's real. Like seriously, like I know that sounds nuts, but and I'm wondering if you're saying now. I know this is, obviously we've got to keep in mind here. I am a shaman and a medium, so obviously there's going to be things that happen around me, but that was particularly creepy because it was like somebody switched the button on the Hoover because my mum had been gone 2 hours. She had been cleaning it, but it was like when she was here today, I was like, why did you put water on it? She was like, no, but she's like, I didn't put it onto the shower then. And it's like, she just wiped it down. So it was weird. And also the fact that she'd been gone for 2 hours. Like, how did the Hoover turn itself on? But again, that's why I don't like to think too much about that because that is a bit weird. But that makes me feel more comforted if your brother who that's blown my mind though that you're saying that's how he went. Are we not even allowed to say that word anymore either? Or are you just being for the chat? Maybe for the chat. Um, like that's really weird that I'd spoke about Ghost and he is, in that film. I think but I'm feeling that could have actually been your brother. Let's blame your brother. It's just his banter. Maybe he's coming in. Let's blame your brother for the Hoover. And then that makes me feel a bit better about knowing who it was. But it was very creepy. Hmm. I have, yes, I promise. No, like two or three with each of them. What are you talking about? I'm getting, Heather, I'm getting so confused with who's who and all of that. But um, we do seem to be Tyrone's ex-wife's current husband has right, right, yeah. That's definitely what's come through here. Bits and bobs of it. Right, so but I'm wondering with what you're saying, Ollie, like I feel because that's what I mean, like that is the kind of that didn't happen for no reason and I actually do feel so let's just see maybe there's something that your brother's trying to warn you about. 'Cause that was, and we better just dig into it because that was some effort that he's went to put my fucking Hoover on. I'm just glad he didn't do it at 2 or 3 in the morning. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that would have been, that's like a bit too far. But it certainly got my attention. That's all I can say. And then I'm that used to that shit that I'm like, well, that was weird. I'll just get back to watching my films. Now it makes a lot more sense. The veil is thin. So let's just see. So I'm just going to, right, we're closing out that situation because in fact, where's the sage? Let's get the sage. And I don't know how much longer I'll stay for because I have got to get up early, but not that I'm really giving a fuck about that, am I? But it's um and I swear by the moon and the stars and the sun, I'll be there. I'll be there. That song's on right now. I think it's just ending. Right, cleanse and clear the energy of all of that. I feel it every time I'm around him. I'm always hyper vigilant. Yes, well, he doesn't sound the nicest, so we're sending prayers to your friend that's with that guy. Help her be led to her highest path and timeline away from there if that is what is best for her safety. Off topic, but I'm helping my son with homework and I don't know which was harder, college or fifth grade. What is it? If it's maths, I'm really not going to be able to help you. I'm good with numbers in the divine way, but not maths. I only went to maths to see the guys I fancied. That's the truth. Not that I did it about, of course, because I was so shy I wouldn't even look at them, but I would just know that I was there. Just know that they were, you know, the things that get us up in the morning. Do you know what I mean? But right. So a girl contacted me after I put a post on Facebook saying my bro was funny at first, but now it's annoying. She said me and your bro said what we would do. If we died, he said he would come back and play trick. Oh my God. That totally is him. That is hilarious. Yeah, that's definitely what my dad will do too. Do you know what I mean? He'll like bantery stuff like that. Um, because it's like my granddad is very funny in the spirit world, and I've just looked up at a picture of my granddad right when I said that. Um, like there's loads of, but the first time I ever went to a medium, which is the same one that, like I said to you, was the same one that told me about my twin flame as well. Before I met him, he said you're going to meet a tall, dark, handsome stranger, and I did meet him a few days later. But uh, like he also warned me a lot about the karmic person. But again, I was so like lost in the manipulation sauce of it that, you know. But anyway, but like so that's going to have valence, you know what I mean? When I'm saying it like that just shows you that it's like, you know, that can be then what your person goes through. But Um, but I came to my senses, so if that's happened to mine, he will come to his too. Hopefully a long time ago, but you never know. But why did that remind me of that? Oh yeah, it was just because my granddad was like, I think he was like he said I didn't believe in stuff like this, but I do now, pal. Like then it was like the Scottish the guy medium was like really he's Scottish too, but the way he said it was like literally like how my granddad would say it as well. And then it was like he said as well like Google the poem Footprints in the Sand, right? And then, but what was the bit which is a beautiful thing? It's about, I never left you, as the song Never Let You Down, Honey's has just come on. But that when you saw just two footprints, it was because I was carrying you, right? It's about God. But the bit I always find funny was when I was telling my sister specifically, who apparently doesn't believe in stuff like this, but I think she just scares her a bit. She was like, "So you're trying to tell me that my dead granddad is telling you to Google a poem?" I was like, "Well, yeah, yeah. It was quite funny." But I always remember that from that. But yeah, That's definitely going to have been your brother. So we'll just see what's around there. Um, I can't deal with the God. I'm really bad at working out some of these words that yous are blocking out. Oh, bitchiness. I think we could say bitchiness. Well, I'm fucking saying it. Um, my aunt used to make the microwave beep during the night at my mum's house. Oh God, that's annoying. Yeah. Um, Listen, I can handle a lot of stuff, but the Hoover going off, that was a bit much. So, Ollie's brother, please don't do that again. Fucking hell. But very clever, actually. I'm really, honestly, I'm quite amazed at that because the, and I did say to my mum, even today, like when she's popped up today, and I was explaining it to her, like, I was like, that's one of them things you can't logicalize it away. It's just, it is what it is. It obviously is spirit activity. And I just said that very matter of fact. And I just knew I would find out what the answer was. And I feel that is the answer. Because I didn't feel like it was someone in mine. But the thing is, I didn't get a good, I'm just feeling into this, right? Like, don't tell me anything else is going on with you right now because I got a bad feeling with it too. I didn't get a bad feeling that it's hard to explain, but it did feel like a warning. Like it creeped me out, but it feels like, that's how important it is. Like he's got my attention so that I talk about it, and I don't know if you'd even seen me talking about that, but I don't know, I don't know, but let's just go with it. So what is it that stand by your commitment, Pink Lily? Now, this is just a side note to anyone else this might sense with, but I always think Lily might be a specific name as well, but just ignore that if it's not, because I did see an advert last night that had Lily's dog treats or something, so the name Lily's coming in. You're strong enough to keep the promise you've made. Don't back out now. Your angels believe in you. Unity. You're spiritually connected to everyone through God. Use this sacred bond to heal your family, friends, and yourself. And communicate with your angels. You have the ability to connect with beings of love who surround you. Communicate with your angels and deliver their healing messages. But it's like, oh, wait a minute, there's another lily. Yellow lily, financial healing. Your money struggles are a thing of the past. Be open to all avenues to receive it, and you'll be provided for it in every way. Right, whatever that all means, but that's wait a fucking minute here. I've never seen that card before. Right, so everyone, if we just, I'm homing in on now. I'm tuning in on Ollie, just because with peace and all that stuff there, like I said, for someone in the spirit world to actually physically manage to get the Hoover on, that's like kind of out of this world. So it's not like, again, it's not, it does, like you said, we've probably all got, well, I don't know about all of us, but I've definitely got tons of stories like that. And that bit, that's not an everyday occurrence. Like that is pretty wow. And what that's telling me is it's something important. Um, I can tell you don't know what to do is a lyric that just flashed up on the TV. I'm tired of hearing from your cheap talking friends just how you run me around. I know you boys ain't nothing better to do than try to keep your girl down. What the fuck's this? Small town. So anyway, I don't know what song that is, but if you think about all the other mess, it's like they're all tying in. So basically, because he came in with because I was like, is that someone's karmic energy that's sending me energy that is fucked off? Because I'm helping. Basically, I help free people from where they're trapped. And now I've just looked up the word insecurities. I know nobody likes that word, but you know what I mean? Like trapped in fear and by the devil and all that kind of stuff. But I now can feel, no, it was like it's your brother that done it to get my attention to tune in. But it's because I got the bad feeling because he's trying to warn you of something, right? Because there's a theme here. You'll notice there's a theme. We're picking up on shady fuckers, right? I've pulled the Seven of Swords, and look in this specific card, right? It's a thief. It's somebody that has just robbed somebody. So either this is about a literal thief, and we've already had a theme of thieves, right? So I don't know if this fits in, Ollie, but be wary. It's like this can be energy thieves, right? Oh my God, see how this fits? Like this is what I mean. Like I'm just trying to explain to you that, and remember when it's not a Pisces moon anymore, it's Aries moon. So we're getting to the truth of the confusion. But it's we're still in the energy of the Pisces full moon eclipse. So it's sneaky, shady fuckers are being revealed basically. So this can be something that happened long in the past, or this can be something that's happening now, and it's on this card. There's a guy stealing a laptop, a candelabra thing, jewelry, a bag or something, and then there's like onlookers that are seeing them fucking off with the stuff. There's a fox, which is meant to be symbolic of cunning, sneaky behaviour. Because a fox can be a good thing, you've got to box clever, so that could be a message too. Or it can be a bad thing, like someone's been a sneaky fucker. And also, but it's like there's a man looking at his window and the smashed windows, so that's obviously the guy that's just been robbed. And there's a little demon thing as well on the card too. So it's like basically there's been some all round not good, shady fuckery, lying, deception. So, hopefully it's not literal thieves, but if it's energy thieves, it's people that are up to no good, and your brother's trying to warn you about it. Or, like I said, this could be something in the past. But let's just. Can you see that it's quite an interesting card to pull out? Especially because I'd never actually saw that one before. But I don't use this deck a lot. It's funny, like it was one of my really expensive ones. I wanted it for ages. And then I got it, and then when I got it, it's not like I don't use it all the time or anything. It's just like there are some decks that I use quite a lot, and this isn't one of them. But when I do, it's because it needs to be a wee bit more specific. Um, yeah, so right now I would just say be aware of somebody that is like kind of leeching off your energy a bit. This is quite like, if you think about the one I've just read in the live stream I've done before, and I don't know if it was in the one before or if it was in this, but I think it was in this one too, where it's like a shady friend, you know what I mean? So I think we need to go to this deck, prepare yourself. So, right, Heather, I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you after because I'm going to home in on Ollie just now because I do just want to see. But thank you for that as well, Heather. Oh, why is it not letting me like it? What the fuck's going on there? buy your own super sticker. I can buy my, I could get, I don't know, I was trying, oh, maybe you can't like them, but yeah, thank you for that. It's not letting me. Um, yeah, it does, you're right. It does take a lot of their energy for them to do that. It takes a lot. Because again, Um, like the most amazing, I mean, basically the most amazing times that's happened in my life, I'll write about in a book one day. But there's one time I can think about where it is like, because I'm that type of medium that is, again, it's all my six retrogrades. The type of mediumship I can do is quite rare. But I used to find material things on the ground every single day. I actually used to record it on other social media, and it wasn't under this name. And then I shat myself because it was starting to grow. And again, it didn't even grow that big, but for me, I don't know, it was starting to. I was talking about the twin flame journey and that too. I just crapped myself and I stopped. Anyway, it's not really a secret because I've said it before, but no, one of the things I done was I used to document like my mediumship and the things I found because I find stuff on the ground all the time, and I still do. Like I'll show you all the time in that, um, but it's get yeah, I get literal gifts from spirit all the time. And sometimes they're really specific to me, and sometimes they're things for other people, or and sometimes it's not like fine. Sometimes it's like before I don't go in charity shops anymore, but I used to love doing that. I used to find it really magical because I would always see like really like just I don't know synchronicities. Like once I saw it was like my friend that's like one of their parents had passed the spirit, and it was like a song that she really liked. And I remember my friend telling me, and I walked in, and the lyrics were on a frame. And the thing is, I didn't have a lot of fucking money, but what I mean, it wasn't that much. And I thought, I need to get that. And I just knew I needed to get it for her. And I know that was something she really appreciated. But, so it can be things like that. But it was like, this is like, I find gifts all the time from Spirit, and I'm just that used to it. But yeah. But yeah, that is, the veil is thin on a Pisces full moon, but that is kind of pretty wow. But like I said, let's hope that doesn't become. I don't want him or anyone else's loved ones, or even mine for that matter, doing that again because that was creepy. But, but it felt like I mean, that's what I've put in the post. It sounded like a chainsaw. I was like, there was a chainsaw in the house, like so. It was. No, it was a Hoover. I said to my mum, now we know how the wee dog feels. My wee dog pal. When I done the hoovering once when she was here, she was looking at me like, I was like, it's all right, hen. I'll stop doing it if you want. It's just a wee handheld. You don't like that, do you? Most dogs don't like hoovers. That's how I know how that dog feels now. All the dogs. Don't hoover when the dogs are around. Wait until they go. Or put them in the garden if they're yours. But yeah. Yeah, look. Don't know what this is, but your brother's trying to warn you of a drama starter that's shady. They're nae good, they're sneaky, they're up to something. There's a theme here tonight. So just be aware of somebody that might be trying to pull you into some kind of drama. And ah, interesting. What is all this? What is all this? So into you. Good chemistry, great vibes, positive. No strings. Oh my god, this is my favourite one for look. It's the one where now, Ollie, I don't know if we're pulling out your secrets or something, or if this is your brother, I don't know. But I'll just deliver the message. Look, Ken, I tell you, this was no strings. You knew what the agreement was. Why are you hassling me for more? You're not getting a ring. Do you know what I mean? And if this follows on from what I channeled before, this is like that's the karmic people that I've got a bit attached. When it's like, look, this is like, this is where I want to be. You're a placeholder. Surely somebody wouldn't say that to someone. But there's some kind of drama here. There's somebody that somebody's really into, and there's somebody that they were just killing time with. And look, here's that same card again. Steals your ideas, copies your work, duplicates feeds off you. Uh, you know, like people are getting major messages tonight about energy vampires around them and hidden enemies and frenemies and stuff. Like if again, specifically though, this is interesting though that like, this is not like because That's so weird, by the way. Isn't that weird that I've channeled that somebody's like best friend? But I mean, that's best friend brother. I think we can take that, unless you didn't like him. Did you get on? But it's kind of like, um, because it'll be, this is a spirit world piggyback. There's obviously a group of guys that are all going through this, but that feels like the same message I've just channeled. Like, be wary of anyone that's like copying you a bit too much, like the way you dress, the way you speak, your ideas. They're like leeching off you, they're feeding off you. And especially if now, whether this has already happened or it's happening now or it's future thing, be wary of anybody that's like trying to push you towards the kind of things that you're not so bothered about away from what you really want, like sabotaging you, because that's what those cards say to me too. That's a couple fighting and it's got no strings, and he's like, "Look, Ken, I tell you, this isn't serious." And this is like, good chemistry, great vibes, positive. This is what somebody wants to be in. So it's like, I think it's like, so, it's like be wary of people that sabotage you and try and keep you in things that aren't, going to be too good for you. Drinking, toxic lifestyle. Yeah, just stay single, mate. Just keep getting fished all the time. Doing you, dating, stress free, setting goals, career focused. Yeah, no, don't be setting goals and being career focused. Just stay single, having fun. Yeah, don't be the divine masculine. Be the distorted divine masculine in reverse. Yeah, just to reject true love. Yeah, and they're talking shit. So again, I don't know what that's all about. I don't know if that's something that, was around your brother, or if he's saying just you be wary of anyone like that around you. But, oh, yeah, look, so look, is this Ollie, you don't need to say too much really, but I'm just gonna keep pulling the cards. There's something going on here because now we've got the Divine Feminine card, Queen Rising, and someone's in their head overthinking about a Divine Feminine. Is that you? Or are you or someone in their head about you? I don't know who's what I mean. Stepping into power, praised coming up in the spotlight, overthinking, stressed, overanalyzing in their head. I'm wondering is like, you know what I mean? Are you at the part, are you at a part in your life when you're away from people like this? Or have you still got people like this around you? Because this could be talking about past too, but that to me is like people that try and keep somebody in their head about the person that they want. Like they make it worse. Like if someone's already in their head, they make it worse and push you towards the karmic people. Sabotage. It's people that are there's so again, whether this is making sense to Ollie or not, this is just keep bringing this out. Like there's a group of guys that are getting sabotaged right above now, or it's in the or if it's happened in the past, it's getting highlighted. Listen to your hearts just come on as well. So think about that card said in your head, and now listen to your hearts just come on. Yeah, this is this must be why. So whoever this is for now, whether this is making sense to Ollie or whether this is just going because remember I was just chucking it out to I was just doing ones like that, but this information's coming through from your brother. So I'd imagine it's going to make sense to you in some sort of way, but it's for whoever all the people that can take it. It's like it's a group of people that have been kept stuck in their head about a queen rising, a divine feminine, the people that are a bit shady around them. They just pulled me a book on the ground that's got ADHD written on it, so this could make sense if someone in the equation has ADHD. Fucking hell, that's all of us. That's all of us round here. I can say that because it's me too, but you know what I'm saying? That's not, that's not helping to identify anyone round here. But secrets. Now, what is this about? Seven of Swords secrets. Shady secrets. It's still sitting there too. Secrets. Winning money, got rich, inheritance, unexpected money. Oh God, I don't know. There's too many storylines opening up here. Oh my God, look, what in the fuck? Look, I don't know who this is for, but we're just gonna have to keep. Oh my God, guys, I'm freaking. Sorry, I'm so freaky. Because it's not, I'm just being the vessel. Like, look, karmic friends. If there's anyone watching this right now and it's like, I just can't explain it really. Some people are on the precipice of finding all this out, whatever this means. Some people you've already went through it, but look at the word I kept saying. Because when I'm doing this, they're using me as a mouthpiece. Shady. Someone's wearing a mask, and that's a woman on that card too. Be very wary if somebody's like into doing stuff like this, but they're not doing it for good. Someone could have like somebody could have got a psychic reading from somebody that's like a dark practitioner or a black magic, something like that, because divination abuser. And it also pulled it in reverse. That's what I mean by there's loads of psychic people and they're not using it for good. There's loads of people that read on that in the twin flame journey too. There's loads of beautiful people too, like men and women, but there's like, and that's what eclipses are about. There's something very shady. Karmic friends. But mainly it's that. Karmic friends, there's karmic secrets, karmic friends. Can't fully trust them. Tension, secret competition. Keep your friends close, your enemies closer. So remember I'm homing in, so again, always went quiet here, but like I was tuning in asking his brother. So now it can happen that people's loved ones just want to help all of us, but you know, right, we'll get a few more here and then I'll play it out. Wow. I'm going to sort of bring this to look. Played out something. So it's to say, you see what I mean? It's different stories for different people. Whoever's making sense for this, right? Whoever this is making sense to. But it's the same thing as what I channeled for the one before. It had to play out. If this is you, you wouldn't have believed it. Or if it's not happened yet, it's when you find out, you'll be like, yeah. Because like I said, I can think of things in my own life that are not as dark as this, but there's things where people have been shady. Like I had to find out, I had to be burned by, I had to find out for myself. Like, people had to betray me. Because I would have, yeah, like I said earlier, I would have fought for the debt. I wouldn't have had it. You know, I would have been like, oh, it's just because of that, or it's just because of this, or something like, and then sometimes things have to go down where you're like, nah. So, yeah, this had to play out, but specifically, I'm homing in on Ollie. If any of that was resonating, move in silence. Especially, I have to stress, if this has got anything to do with romance, do not be telling anyone. Especially if you suspect that they're not got your best interests at heart there. That is a strong message coming through for all the guys out there. But remember, this can be past, present, future. What else? Put that card back in and see if it comes out. So I'm just going to finish up tuning in on this, right? And then I'm going to uh, tune in on the people. I'm going to scroll back and I'm going to tune on people that have done these wee donations, and then I'm going to go. Right, so, oh, I didn't set a goal, did I? That's the one thing I didn't do. Should always set goals. What have we got? These are not good cards. These are not good cards. Like, why have I put Ollie to sleep? Like, I think Ollie is in Scotland because I remember, I don't know if you said hen once or you said something that made me think you're in Scotland, but either way, it's there is a good chance that I might have, my dulcet tones, healing energy may have put him to sleep. So we'll just, I've done that to Connor before too, and he's no said it in for a while too. So it's just, it's just bedtime, not so nice stories. But yeah, we've got the Eight of Swords and the Two of Swords. These could be major signs of spell work, right? Do you know what I mean? Because it's like stuck in your head, confused. And there's the Robin on the mug again. It's that same card. Like, your brother's coming through with a very strong message, especially because that's the card with the final notice on it, to really trust your intuition of anyone where it feels like they're being a bit shady or sneaky. And again, that's what I mean. Like, you can be one of the men in that group of people that are like, I don't want to hear it, that person wouldn't do that to me, or I can trust them, you know. But it doesn't need to be anything really, really dark, but it is people that are keeping you a bit stuck in your head. That is what I'm feeling. I can't take that away. So um Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords, Two of Swords, it's all stuck energy. Spell work. Seven of Wands, now it's blocked energy, and now there's fucking Polis on that card. So what's that all about? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, that is about being blocked, but these people are blocking you. Extra fucking be careful there on, if these people are prone to get you in any type of trouble. I mean, that's meant to be like a protest, but look, they're trying to block you from good things coming in. And keep you in stress and worry and trauma. Right, I'm sorry, if people know the tarot here, now we've got the Nine of Swords. Look, could be something just significant about 10:10 portal or 10 past 10 in the morning or at night. That looks like it's at night. Look, this person can't sleep at night. I'm telling you, there's somebody, so for whoever's resume, I'm praying for all the group of men specifically, women if it's affecting women, but I'm feeling there's a group of men that are being targeted by, well, in some cases, people, demons working through karmic people around them, some people close to home. Like I said, for some people, it's like, it's bad, but it's not that bad. Some people, they're trying to keep you stuck in trauma and repeating karmic lessons, patterns, and keep you away from a Two of Cups. Hello, Brianna, how are you doing? So, that's the true love card. Yeah, so again, I'm going to end that one all there because that's somebody's story. Look, now it's all the romantic ones. That's what it's. So again, it's like it feels like Ollie's brothers come through that message. Now 3 o'clock's on a clock there. So 3 o'clock, 10 past 10 specifically, 12 o'clock. It's funny all the clocks are coming in. Time matters here. It's like people that are being sabotaged, specifically to do with unions. Sabotaging people from going towards unions. So there's nothing new, that's what happens around here. But right, I'm definitely gonna just burn a wee bit of, because I do need to think about going soon. But so anyway, thank you for giving us that message because it did feel, and I'll forgive you for putting the Hoover on. Clear the energy of that. And Ollie, if you watch this on the replay, because I think you might fall asleep or whatever's happened there, just let me know. Um, right, so I'll just get back to where I was kind of. Now, got rid of all of this. Fifth grade is harder, it makes no sense. I don't know what fifth grade is in the UK. What age is that? Um, September the 4th was the last time I spoke or saw Tyrone. He's been heavy on my mind and I've only connected to him through you. Your Hoover going off. My electronics were ridiculous yesterday. Oh yeah, full moon eclipse vibes. Oh my goodness, my 5-year-old son got the vacuum out yesterday. Only happens every now and again. It takes a lot of their energy back. I just went and watched some of the video you posted earlier. It's the least I can do. Remember I emailed you at the other account initially. Before I got on here, I was on a phone call to apply for some financial help. I got kicked out of YouTube and my Apple Music started playing Luckiest Man Alive by Hardy. Oh, interesting. Um, so much ADHD. Yes, there's a lot of ADHD in this chat. But we don't mind. It's superpowers. Her husband said last night he has only one bag of clothes that he owns to take with him if she kicks him out. Well, yeah, I gave the benefit of the doubt when he played in my face, gaslighting mother effer. Thank you for being so polite, people, and not putting the. I still can't believe that I was thinking that I was married and it was not that. Um, Hopefully her husband will go away so you can. Yes, praying for the highest. Good. How long have you been on? Seems heavy. Yeah, it is. It's 12th house stuff. Hidden enemies, frenemies, hidden dark stuff in general. Uh, I don't know how long I've been on. Basically, I done 4 hours or something before, and then I've been on here a while, so I'm going to go soon. But it's all of that basically. The unseen 12th house. Too much is hidden from you. It's hidden stuff coming out into the light. Um, right. Let's just start with the people that donated because I'm getting tired now. So I'm just going to stick with what I said. So Beck, let's pull you one of these. So what have we got for Beck? Now bear in mind I'm pulling this for Beck, but this can make sense with more than just Beck. So I never got checked for ADHD. I know I have it like bad. It scares me to change who I am with any medicine, so I have good. Yeah, I mean, look, everyone can do what they want, but um, yeah, it's more than likely that you have it because I attract, like, you know what I mean? People, yeah, and just from me knowing you over the years, I would, yeah, that didn't surprise me when you said that. So, um, but we've got to be careful there too because it's like, yeah, it's, but. We many people here do seem to just say it. Do you know what I mean? And I'm good at, it's not often that I say like basically I would only if somebody said it to me, so like you said it to me, that's I can say it back. I don't say it to people if they've not mentioned to me that they're thinking it, but usually if you're even thinking it, it's a thing. Right, so but it can be hard to pick apart with childhood trauma and that too. But it's like I always say, like everybody's got childhood trauma of some sort, right? And it can be very tangled up, like what is trauma and what is ADHD. And then don't even get me started on throwing loads of other different things in the mix too. So really what matters is finding grounding techniques and things that, help you. And personally speaking, personally for me, but also from when I support people, medicine's never the way to go with that. You know what I mean? It might work for some people, but definitely I think it changes people's whole fucking personality. And I've heard if like people that are knowing that, like if they're, if they've tried that with people around them, it does that. So it's not. Right, okay, so Beck, homing in on Beck. What have we got for Beck? Oh, that's boring. We've already had that, but I'll have to read it because it's the one that came up. It's not a boring card, it's just already come out. So it means that oh look, it means that this backs up my theory that I say all the time, that everyone in the chat is mainly leans towards the masculine energy because this is the card I pulled for the masculine twice. I pulled it earlier before I came on and then I shuffled and I pull it out again. You can see that in the one before. Water flight. Heaviness lifts, burdens are cast away, weightlessness. So, don't know if you heard it when I read it before, Beck, but I'm going to read it again. Oh, that's a bit of a sexy card. I've just opened the book up at. Breathing deep, entering into life, exchange of life-bringing energies. But the picture looks a bit raunchy. I don't know if you can see that, but anyway, let's get to the card that I was been having any racy dreams lately. That's what that looks like. So, water flight. Heaviness lifts, burdens are cast away, weightless, blah, 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 blah. When one of we sea beings lies upon the shore, unable to return for hours to sea, just above the tide line, led there by sonar and other human follies, we die not so much from the dryness of air, but from the weight of the world and of the air. You see, in the world of water we are light, we weigh less, the water holds us, suspends us. In the world of air, we are left to fall to the ground, to remain heavier, and the weight of our own bodies, organs, blood, and bones slowly crushes us. Doesn't sound too good. Similarly, if you humans live too much in the world of air, without the weightlessness and suspension, the support and the buoyancy of the water, you can be crushed, weighed down until you can barely breathe in anymore. You live so much in a world of air in terms of intellect too. The thought world dominates humans and you neglect the feeling world, which can sustain, uplift and support you, allowing you the realm of emotional imagination to do what your head says cannot be done. That's so much come through in this. To take flight, to create story, to feel the depth and possibly of your lives, and to wonder. The world of air often crushes the life out of the dreams of water. Do not let this happen to you. So there's definitely a strong message coming through for you, Beck, about have you been falling a little bit too much into the logical, analytical masculine? And you need to deep dive into your feminine. So, it is, and that goes for all the masculine females and males. And this full moon would have helped you along. But you, I mean, to be honest, you're a Scorpio moon, aren't you? With a, wait a minute, you're not the Scorpio moon, you're the Sag moon. You are the Scorpio. Are you the Scorpio with Scorpio rising? I know that you've got the Scorpio Venus. You've got a lot of Scorpio anyway. But I know that you're Scorpio, aren't you? You're at least Scorpio. I remember that much. Um, it is time to allow yourself the freedom to feel and to express those feelings. This will release and let go of some of the weight you have been feeling. That may have actually manifested and physicalized, I like that word, physicalized, and more weight on your body, a sense of discomfort when moving, less flexibility, and feeling of being clumsy at times. This re-involvement with your emotions can also be nurtured by allowing tears to fall, connecting with your own inner sea, and if you're a woman, by connecting with the womb. And trust me, when you connect with me, whenever that happens, that is what we will do, and we'll clear a lot of trauma at the womb. Because, like I've said loads of times in this live, well, it was in the last live stream I mentioned it more, but it's like they're going very 12th house because they're mentioning, I've mentioned, this feels like the third time I've said that, like, that is very unique to me in my calling, what I can do there. And yeah, I've never met anybody else that can clear trauma in that way. It was gifted to me. That's no something you can go on a training course for. I never got, what I mean? It was, what happened to me was very rare, and I had to go and research and uh, integrate that energy. But and that was on top of already being able to heal in a big way. But yeah, the way that I clear trauma at the womb, there will be tears, but a lot will come from it. It makes way for miracles. If you're a man, you may develop a new appreciation of the feminine nature or of your own emotional wisdom. So this card is just so full moon in Pisces right now, and it's why it's come out twice for the masculine collective, male and female, and why it's come out for someone when I'm doing a personal. Be funny if it comes out for someone else. Um, Men and women alike who receive this card may wish to spend more time in healing natural bodies of water. The weight of the form that you experience on land will vanish, and likewise, you will release any worries, your deep sadness, and that sense of being overwhelmed that you often experience. The freedom of water can be yours emotionally, physically, and your spirit will take underwater flight. Um, Hopefully, by at least one message goes through. Keep getting errors. What? Oh yeah, so you are Scorpio Sun and Rising, yeah. I keep getting error messages. Where about? Humor helps me clear trauma. Yes. There's a time and a place though. Like I'll have a joke and a laugh with people. On here I'll have a joke and a laugh with people when I can be serious. But in a personal session, if someone's doing too much of that, I'll find a way to bring it back to what's serious. I'm going on a night out in London this Friday. I have a weird feeling I'll meet someone new. Well, you can update us. Oh, well, all I'll say about that is be very careful because there's strong indications that you will, and it might go a little bit further than you intend. Something could be really significant about your 30th too. You're a few years away from that, aren't you? Or are you one of the people that is 30? No. Did you not? Have you? Are you going to be 30 this year? That's weird if you're going to be 30 this year because there's a 30 on the card and there's balloons. Um, Look, after you said that, love and naked, do I even need to read the cards? Oh, you are 30 already. Interesting. So, yes, that night out could lead to quite a lot there. So there's a wee warning if you don't want it to go that way. Um, it's meaning, emotionally naked. This came out earlier, but do you feel exposed and outed in some way? What is making you feel inadequate, guilty, ashamed, or vulnerable? What do you need to release? That is the key word of today. Release, release, release keeps coming out loads. Love. Your relationship with yourself and others needs reassessing. Open up to love others by unblocking negativity. Embrace love without fear. Make it unconditional. So whatever that means to you, but you heard what I said. Right, so 30, and it's got balloons on it. Also, there's 10 on the clock again. I think it's actually like a few minutes to 10 to be specific. What feelings are you struggling to acknowledge? How do you see the world around you? What's not adding up in your life? I feel like all these things that are coming up are things that I'm able to help you with whenever that's divinely timed. That's why I feel that's coming out. Right, okay, so yeah, that is spooky, but like I said, they do it because look, there's a big see what I mean? It's 30 on the stop sign. But they're just acknowledging that you're in that time of your life. Um, right. Well, that's weird. Can only send messages on the desktop. My 30th was sad. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, I remember we spoke about this. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, mine was my whole 30th year was the most traumatic, one of the most traumatic years of my whole entire life. But I had a banging body. I just wish I'd actually known that at the time. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm just being honest. I loved my 30th. It was hot. It was like red, and it had little cutout bits at the stomach bit here, and it was short. And I don't usually go for boobs and legs, but it was a boobs and legs, and it was classy. It wasn't tarty. Like my boobs were. It was just a little bit of cleavage, but it was nice. But I don't think I'd be able to get, well, I definitely wouldn't be able to get into that now. We've got to embrace the fact that I'm no longer 30. I am 41. And I wouldn't have been able to get, I think I probably would have only been able to fit in that dress. I can't remember when I put on weight, but I didn't seem to be able to get back to it, but that's just getting older. Not for everyone though. Some people can maintain that, but it's a little bit hard. Beck, just wait, you're in your dirty 40s. They will be the best years of your life. Once you hit 40, it goes downhill. Well, Heather, it doesn't need to be like that. I'm enjoying my life more, like at 40. So it doesn't need to be like that for you either. But again, I hear what you're saying. I had a lot of fun in my 30s too, but now I look back and I'm like, wow, that was just a big ball of like getting drunk and running away from feelings and not all of it. Because like I said, I have been doing healing from a young age too, but it was caught up with a bit of doing the healing, a bit of running away. Um, Next to your name in the rows is the number 30 on the screen. Your body's right. Okay, so let's now. I think Heather is next. So right, Heather, I did read all your stuff before, so let's do yourself a wee message. Right, okay, so Actually, I've lost a lot of weight and I'm keeping it off for the most part. Hitting the gym again recently to tone. I slipped recently. Well, go you. Well done. Right. Okay. So you're unbelievable. Do 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 do. I've had too much fun in my 30s. Yeah. Well, that's what it's for. Have fun. But um, actually, see, even when I'm saying that, when I'm thinking back, like to be honest, like it's not like I didn't have fun in my 30s, but not a whole lot. I'm more in my 20s. Like my 20s up until just before I was 30 were the most, because they're the times I've spent with my twin flame as well. Like they are the happiest years of my life. And then really, like in my 30s, it's like not been a lot of fun at all now that I think about it. Like so, just sorry to put a bit of a dampener on that, but yeah, when I'm saying it, it's like I'm like, oh yeah, because like if I turned 36 when it was the pandemic, then even some of the years leading up to that weren't so. Yeah, actually, it's really right from my 30th. It's just a very painful because like that is like the kind of that was like the early years of that was when I was in the worst parts of this journey. Like, so let's not reminisce about all of that. Right, Heather, what have we got for Heather? I'm going to go for a 3 mile walk right now outside before it gets too late and too dark. Yeah, you be safe. Make sure that you've got your phone on you and you're not going out when it's too late. Um, right, let's see, what have we got for Heather? Endurance, keep going, fucking hell. I'd say by what you've shared on here, that's fucking I don't need you to tell me that's right. Look at this. 43. Endurance, keep going. What age are you again? I can't remember if you're saying that about your 40s, are you a couple of years older than me? Are you 43 yet, or are you 41? Like, I can't remember if you're the same age or I think you were maybe a year older than me, or were you younger? I can't remember. You must be 40 something if you're saying that. Shy anymore in my 30s, so I would party like a teenager and I couldn't when I turned 40. Yeah, I hear yeah, I hear what you're saying energy wise, because it's like, well, mind you, I did kick the arse out when I went out a few weeks ago, but that's because I was like, right, I need to go for it because I'm not going to be out for another year. And I wasted the opportunity last year because I got too drunk and my friend had to carry me up the stairs. Which we were still laughing. She was like, I don't know how I managed to get us both up the stairs. But it's all good, it's fine. Because this year we came home at a civilized hours, only joking, it was after 5, and we watched the sunset. Well, very grown up, isn't it? Oh, you'll be 46. Right, I think I'll be 46. I think that's what happens, guys. You can't even fucking remember. That makes sense now because that's the same age as my sister. I knew there was something that was reminding me. So think back to when you were 43, why that might be significant because there's a 43 on the card. Right, okay, so, and also look, the return of Aphrodite. There will be a romantic energy that reawakens in you because Tyrone's going to help it reawaken. Temple birth the goddess, guidance, goddess energy, treating us sacred. And like I said, I did used to call some of my stuff goddess, like workshops and stuff like that. And because that's what I'm good at awakening in people. Right, so 43. Let's see what this is all about. Love you so much. I love you too. Going to hop off for my walk. Sleep well tonight and sending the biggest hug. Glad I got. Yes, I'm glad you hopped on as well. And yeah, stay safe and have a lovely walk. Hold that card up again, please. Yeah, wait a minute. 43. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if you saw it, but I emailed you back. Um, so I'm just saying, right, okay, so but no rush because I've got stuff on tomorrow and then but I'm just reminding, right, okay, so 43. Message, keep going. So Heather and anyone else that resonates, don't know how clear it really comes through on the. Did you get a good look? Um, when a long journey begins, or when a quest is undertaken, be it a pilgrimage or an ambition or a desire, or a dream that you wish to create in this earth world you live within, human one, there is the excitement of the beginning. The unknown still lies before you, and it is a thrill every moment to take another step forward. But at some stage, just as we tire, you tire too. How funny is that when you're talking about, getting older? I thought it looked like something else. Um, the terrain can become unfamiliar. Issues arise, challenges greet you, and at this point, too many of you feel that this must not be meant for you. For for you have told yourself that if it's truly meant to be, it'll be simple, it'll flow, and it'll be, well, easy. So remember, when I'm pulling somebody's personal message, it can make sense for others. And I think for the wider collective, this is maybe when you're being met with all these challenges and blockages that are coming up when you want to be with someone. And because it's like, thing it's just like seeming like mission impossible for this to happen. This can be where a lot of you have been like, oh well, I must have meant to be with that person. And a lot of the time it might not be that. It might be that you're so meant to be with that person, there's a lot of spiritual warfare coming up against you. So, all right, yeah, no, that's fine. There's no rush. It was just with you what you said earlier, it just reminded me that I'd replied. Because I think I hadn't replied back for a few days because I think it was, I don't know. It was a bit of a crazy week, but I'm just saying I have now. So, because again, I was meaning to delete all my emails and that, and I haven't. I've done a bit of it, but I meant to do more of it. So, like, I've got so many, I could be doing it for the rest of my life, kind of thing. But it's one of my, I just can't stand doing it. But so again, I'm just saying that if anyone else, if you have ever emailed me about a session and I haven't got back to you, there's every chance I haven't seen it, or I've deleted it thinking it was spam, or I have sometimes found emails that were like sent a year ago, usually in a Mercury retrograde. It's not happened for a while, but actually, I'm saying that for a reason because Heather, that happened with you. Remember the first time you found me and I asked you to email, and you said something like that in the chat earlier, and you emailed and it went into my spam, I think. But then remember, it was part of the message, which I can't remember. It was part of the channel message or something. Um, We are here to share that for all creatures and in both the seen and the unseen worlds, there are parts of the great journey that require only stamina, our courage and our endurance, our ability to commit and to stay with the task and dream and promise until we've made it. Do not enter into agreements lightly, enter into them, if at all, wholeheartedly, and be prepared to develop your strength and tenacity, your courage and your honour along the way. So this is really given, like, keep going through the challenging times. Um, Without what you describe as a challenge, there will be no growth. If you work through and into and with the challenges, you will emerge stronger and more able to realize the next dream. Flee at the first sign of difficulty, and you will be what we call a shore hugger, one who never goes deep, who only goes to the places they know. There may be nothing wrong with this, but if this card has come to you, you've sent out the request to the great ocean mother to go on this great journey to take on a mission. That's funny that I said mission impossible. And the time has come for you to build up your endurance, commit, practice, train. We do, although most often you will only hear tales of our beauty and vanity. How else do we live so well with the great power of the ocean? The answer for us and for you is that we develop our power and we endure when others would give in or turn away. We are stronger than that, and so are you. That's really interesting because that is, if you think about some of the stories, and even what I was just saying about my 30s, but I feel it's going to link in with you too. It's like for all of us that feel like, you're looking back and you're like, fuck, how did I even get through any of that? Do you know what I mean? And I feel that that's, the message for you too, that you've been looking back and think, fuck, how have I even got through any of this? But you did. Um, Like these mermaids, you're reaching an important stage of your journey. It is essential for you to continue. There will be times when you feel like you've had enough and you wish to suddenly stop moving, to sink rather than swim. But the mermaids are here to ask you to continue to swim, tired though you may be, full of doubt though you may be. The second part of your strength is readying itself and will come through just at the point you're ready to give up. Keep going. You are strong and you will go so much further than you currently believe you can. This is not a time to run back or to allow the waters to take you. This is a time to continue the journey you committed to. Remember, that card's a little bit like the one I read for, well, I'm hoping it was for Ollie, whoever was making sense of it. Um, don't back out now. Your angels believe in you, I think is what it said. And I don't know how significant it's going to be to people, right? But I think I might just do it now. I'm just going to make all the, wait a minute, maybe I do, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I said anything. I'll watch them first. I don't think I said anything because it's in the membership. I'm like, I don't, yeah. I never really say anything in there that I'm not bothered about coming out here because you never know who can join there too, kind of thing. But but actually, in saying that, I do, if somebody joins and I don't really know them, I would, you know, that doesn't happen. When that happens, I'll address it. But, um. It's more just I'm really private. Even if I do trust you and get on me, I just don't, I don't really say anything I don't really want to say. Yeah, wait a minute. This is a time to continue the journey you committed to because you're being tested and you can pass this test, but you must keep going. Eat eyes forward, intention focused, purpose clear, recommit and keep going. That is so Saturn retrograde in Pisces. We're all going to be tested. So in what area of life that is, only you'll know, but let's get a card from here. Um, I lost another friend. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Another friend in April that I met the same year I met Tyrone, and this morning I found out about someone else who passed away. Oh, that's a lot of loss. Sorry to hear that. Oh, look, relationships. 39. New partnerships are coming your way. Reassess present relationships and leave behind those who do not support you. Be clear what you're committing to. So take that wherever it resonates, Heather and anyone else. Prosperity. Give and expect the universe to give back to you. Believe that you're prosperous already. Have gratitude for everything you have in life. And again, thank you for your donation. Praying that that money comes back to you tenfold and more, all of you. Um, yes, everything you are speaking on, I resonate with. Right. Well, I'm glad that resonate with you. And yes, send in love. And it's nearly 144, guys. So I think I'm just going to end it on couple of cards and I'm going to leave at 144 to be cute because I'm tired now and I do need to get up. So I'm going to set the intention that for myself and anyone else that needs to get up early or whenever you need to get up, that we're going to, even if we don't have a lot of logical, if we don't actually literally get a lot of hours of sleep, that we're going to wake up feeling like we had the best sleep ever. It's not going to make logical sense. We're going to be like, wow, that was the best sleep I ever had. And it doesn't make sense, but I'm not going to question it. Specifically saying that for myself. But anyone else that needs that too. So sleep well when it's your sleepy times. And thank you for joining me for this. And this was interesting. It was definitely diving deep. I think I got all the comments, but what's this actually? Is this what's that? Is that blue? Oh no, it's just all right. It's just so that I can yeah. You're very welcome. Right, let's see. What have we got to end this? So again, sending prayers for all the people, well, sending that for you as well, Charlotte. Anyone that needs that, sending prayers for anybody where there's some major karmic interference coming at you. You've got big blessings coming your way, and they're just going in hard. So protect your energy. Decisions, and don't stay stuck in procrastination. What is it they say all the time? Sometimes making no decision is making the decision. You're choosing the timeline. You're choosing that timeline, but you can choose again. Assertiveness, but you've got to be assertive with your own life. That situation can be healed gently and with love as you've requested. Yet there's also a need for your strength and truthfulness with other people involved. Oh my God, this is totally picking up on what I've channeled and the one before it and in this. There is a need. Remember the first cards were discern and what was it? Discern and something integrity. If you approach situations with integrity and discernment, both people involved, you can reach an openness, that was it. You can reach the truth. We will stand right behind you as you speak your truth, giving you strength and guiding your words. So people that are nervous, that's what will happen. And then look, and we're ending it at 144. Rejuvenating rain. Remember, Pisces full moon Pisces is water. Clear the past, heal the present. This is some very healing conversations where you're being guided to speak your truth. And I'm ending it on the 9-9 portal. So this was, it's part of your future. It's destined. This is the North Node full moon eclipse. It's destined. Stay optimistic. Your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. Wow. And then look, decisions is in reverse now. That's what happens when you make the decision and then you can relax because you're in the future timeline. Try something new. That feels especially for some of the people that you've stayed way too long in a comfort zone. You'll only know you can do something if you try. And that's why my infamous, I don't know about infamous, but my challenge I've ran since 2020 now is called Fuck It, Let's Go for quantum leaping to your highest timeline, mindset shift. And maybe I'll just run one of them in public at some point before the year is out. But right now, I need to go and eat something to come back down to earth. And yes, so sleep well, everyone, whenever your sleepy time is. And yes, I'm keeping you in my prayers all the time. Like I said, I'm off tomorrow and I can work with people and I can only work with people Wednesday, Thursday this week. And then I'll be back Tuesday to Friday, I think, next week. And I'll be live again on Wednesday night and Thursday night. And I'll be in the membership either Wednesday or Thursday. But I'll definitely be in the second level of membership on Thursday night. Oh no, it's no Thursday. I think I'm gonna do it is Thursday, but it's not at night. I think I'm gonna do it during the day, the afternoon. Anyway, I'll put a post in there. But yes, thank you for joining me. My makeup is melted all over my face now, but yeah, Sweet Harmony has just come on. And sweet harmony, let's stay together right now. Is that not what that's like? In sweet harmony. And also, do you know what else it's called? The Beloved. So I don't know whether the group's The Beloved and the song Sweet Harmony, but The Beloved, which is also what is referred to with Twin Flames. So lots of love to you, Charlotte, as well. Thank you. You have a great week as well. Right, I'm going to end it now. See you later. Bye. Oh, I'll do that. Well, I'm washing